Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition hack for the World of Warcraft video game. This is the Warcraft Heroes Handbook that you can find a link to down below in the description of the video. This is a fan-made creation that adapts the classes, the monsters, the setting, the sensibilities, the equipment, the spells, and whatnot of the contemporary version of the World of Warcraft massive multiplayer online role-playing game into 5e stats, and it is a terrific job that they have done with it. So we're playing through our campaign that we're calling Weird Tales in Westfall. And let me introduce you to the players for tonight. First up, we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I am playing James Crowley. He is a human priest.
Nice. Next up is Andrew.
Hi everyone, I'm playing Enric Darenthal, a human paladin, not to set a theme or anything.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, joining our dungeon raiding party here is Carl.
Hello, I'm playing Billy Dean Hossenhammer of the Nomeragon Hossenhammers. He is a gnome warlock specializing in destruction.
Very nice. All right.
I don't know how the paladin will feel about this void walker.
Yeah.
Or
so in like obviously in the MMO, the warlocks are just another class that you play too, but they are definitely in the RPG and in the fiction of the setting, they're definitely seen in, at least in the Alliance cultures, as really kind of outlaws and whatnot. Fortunately, you are going to kind of an outlaw area. So why don't we tell Carl what you guys remember from last session? Let me see if I can refresh your memory by having your computer grind to a halt with our massive overland travel map.
oh man.
Here we go. All right. Let me zoom out. My computer
I gotta get new readers.
Boom. There we go. All right. So this is
Nice.
our
so cool.
map for. Thank you. This is our map for our Weird Tales in Westfall campaign. We had started this when we created characters 2 sessions ago. We did start off a little bit with the characters heading out, or some of the characters getting together and heading out to Westfall for a specific reason, and actually for a number of different reasons. Andrew, you had one very specific reason. What was your character's reason for heading to Westfall?
Yeah, my order, the Order of the Silver Gauntlet, I believe. Full disclosure, audience, I am not as familiar with I stopped playing Warcraft back with like number 3, so but my connections through my order have sent me here to try to restore some order, and specifically it turns out to thin the ranks of the local, essentially crime syndicate here. With a fairly lengthy list of names of the baddies, with numbers with lots of zeros on the end of them, accompanying it. So that's my mission, and I recruited.
Well, you had someone that you knew who was at Sentinel Hill as well, right?
Yes, and I wrote this down, so it's here. In bio. Here we go. Brian Stoutmantle.
That's correct. Yeah, another fellow veteran of the most recent war.
Yeah, so he's my kind of key contact, patron. Not in your sense, Carl. But guy, my contact who gives me like jobs and stuff. So yeah, and so I met up with the rest of these folk and recruited them, kind of.
You seem to have a message that was given to you by a priest that you knew of the light, right? And it seemed to be from someone else, and it was addressed to the dwarf that we'll be seeing a little later. So as Hob said, he's going to be on at the break today. So that would be Wendell Russbane and Pepperidge, his war boar.
Right. Yeah.
So you guys are making your way out towards Westfall. You'd been traveling for about 5 or 6 days through the Elwyn Forest out from Goldshire when you guys did come across some hostiles in the form of a ambushing band of gnolls. Fortunately, after some initial fighting, fighting with them, it seemed as if some other travelers had come upon you. And Jeff, that was when you guys, I guess, came on.
Right. So, what's the name of the place we're heading? Westfall?
Westfall, yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically, the settlement of Sentinel Hill.
Yeah. So, I was traveling with John's character?
Yes, whose name he keeps mispronouncing. Kicklin. Sicklin? Kicklin Picksticker.
Kicklin.
I don't know. He's kind of... And so, and we came across them. They were mid-fight with a huge pile of... what were they? Gnolls?
Gnolls, yeah.
Yeah. And we came in sort of right at a good moment and was able to help heal them a bit. And I believe I am on my way to Westfall to also meet up with Brian.
Yes. And I believe that...
For different reasons, but...
Yeah. Which of you... I remember... I want to say that Enric recognized James but could not place him, or is it that James recognized Enric and did not let him know?
I believe...
Latter.
It's the latter, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was you... I thought that there was something suspicious about you because you're actively trying to hide some details. Like you were being a bit shifty to try to like feel me out or something.
Okay, but I didn't tell you why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There were, I think what it was is James was trying to be a little like keeping his cards close to the chest. Enric's insight check wasn't high enough I think you rolled like a 3 for your deception. My perception was just high enough that I could tell that something wasn't right about that. You were clearly hiding something, but I deliberately chose not to press you on it in the moment to try to kind of like, let's see where this goes.
That sounds right.
Yeah, which full disclosure is mostly because Andrew is still kind of learning the lore and I'm still trying to figure out what would be an appropriate response.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm not one of those kinds of paladins. I'm not going to be like, no.
Well, and I remember, I was changing the subject and being a little cagey about disclosing everything to you.
Sorry guys, trying to figure out where I put my wilderness survival kit. I don't know what I was doing up with the AD&D stuff. Crazy. All right. So then, guys, close.
Wow.
Kevin, why'd you tell me about that sale?
About which?
Why'd you tell me about the sale?
I don't want to suffer alone.
The Noble Knight.
No, the Noble Knight,
Hit
Hit Point Press. Last night's, they were last night's sponsor for Critical Role, and I ended up having a taste of my own medicine where people tell me they buy stuff that we use on the channel sometimes, and I saw that and I'm like, woo, that looks really neat.
This from my wallet.
Yeah. All right. So then, after facing the gnolls, you guys did have you stayed at an inn, roadside inn that was right near where this junction was. I think each of the hexes, I believe, is 4 miles. Yeah, each of the hexes is 4 miles, which means you can travel on upwards of 6 of them per day. You guys had stayed at this place called, which I already have forgotten the name of the. It was the Broken Crown, and up here is the Westfall garrison. But rather than heading up there to turn in the bounty for the Defias Brotherhood bandanas that you guys found, you guys elected to carry on. And you were traveling slower, so it was limiting the amount of hexes you could travel per day, but it was safer that way, less encounters throughout the day, less more opportunities for you to actually hide. And you did have Wendell, who was keeping running ahead of you guys. But where we left the session, well, first off, you guys did run into a pack of wolves as well, but I think Wendell came from out of the blue and killed the alpha of the pack and then sort of drove everyone off. Oh, and for anyone at home who maybe... I'm aware that alphas of the pack kind of thing is junk science now, and that the person who wrote that book later retracted it and said it wasn't right because it was about cage things, but in the video game we got alphas and they run the pack, so we're carrying that over. So you need not tell me that I got my wolf biology or sociology wrong. But at the end of that, after driving those things off, what you did find was, and I believe it was Wendell was the one who found this. He found off the side of the woods something that seemed to have, like, the vines and whatnot grew right up to the walls of this thing and then right along, and the undergrowth grew up to it. It was a fairly sizable tower, a 4-story tower, broken near the top, but still with a door that's kind of hanging off of its hinges. Who has survival? Oh, actually, first off, does anyone have the background that gives them the like the automatically finding food and shit like that?
Auto food find? No, definitely not.
I think it's either Outsider or Outlander or something like that.
Probably Outside, yeah. Outlander.
Yeah, one of those has it. I think it's I think Hobbs has that, and I think Arlen might as well. Or maybe Arlen has it, but Hobbs has the better survival role, and that's why they've been doing it. But yeah, Hobbs is a bounty hunter, so definitely not the Outrider. Anyway, the reason I was asking is because detecting this thing, or detecting weather. Is anyone here trained in survival? No. Okay. So you don't need to hear. I guess Wendell would kind of. You picture he came off the road, pointed this out to you guys, and you were about to decide if you're going to make camp here for the evening or whether you're going to carry on. So, Enric and James, we're going to have you come into the scene in a moment. There, Billy Dean. What? James and Enric, seeing this place off the road, it's about maybe like 50 feet or so off the road, and it looks like it was, like it's completely overgrown by this point, but it looks like it may have actually had a road that connected to the main kind of highway, or not highway, but the King's Road leading out to Westfall. You hear a peal of thunder, or a roll of thunder kind of coming in, so it does seem like it's going to be a pretty crappy night.
Well, I would be thankful for some shelter.
I would agree. I think no sense sitting out here.
Okay. One thing we're doing as well, Carl, we're keeping track of rations. So you have 21, okay. You need 3 rations per day, and you guys can assume you've got 21 iron rations.
Okay, yeah, I had it in the Dungeoneer's packet. Tells
awesome.
Some rations.
Yeah. So you
but
just
I can
need
add to that.
Yeah, I think it likely says you've got a week of iron rations, and just multiply it by 3, because that'll be 3 meals worth of iron rations.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
it's like 10 days, but I can...
Oh, is it 10? Yeah, no, that's fine. That's 30 then.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine by me. All right. So then, Anric and Darendal, as you're sort of... I guess one of the things we've been saying is everyone's had a reason for traveling out to Westfall so far. Billy Dean, what do you think Billy Dean's reason for traveling to Westfall is?
So Billy Dean is interested in investigation, arcanic history. He wants to eventually outshine his mentor who is a Kirin Tor mage from Dalaran.
Okay.
Because he feels that, demonology is the best magic science.
So if I might...
So why would I don't remember, honestly, why would...
Let me give you maybe a suggestion here. So one of the things...
Yeah, I'm just giving you a background to maybe
Yeah. So
you
what you may, if you zoom way out, what you may notice is way down south in Westfall, there past the Dead Acre, past the Dust Plains, there's a place called Claven's Tower. Claven is said to be like the last remaining Archmage in Westfall. And the rumors are not really clear if he's still there, or if he's died, or if he sided with the Defias Brotherhood. But if he isn't there anymore, oh boy, like that's a whole lot of... Even if he forgot, 1% of his magical riches behind, that's 1% of an Archmage's hoard. And even better, if he died in his tower, which you've heard some say, holy shit, that's a whole tower's worth of shit that is just waiting for the plunder.
Okay.
Of course, Westfall is very much kind of the Wild West. There's, bands of gnolls, there's the Defias Brotherhood, there's the Alliance, who may have issues with warlocks. There's the Kingdom Stormwatch, or Stormwind, does not have any official presence out here, but there is supposed to be some kind of local militia. Plus, there's all sorts of other weird crap you've heard about out here. So, it does seem like a dangerous area, but the riches to come from that, if that's really your interest.
What's the name of that mage again?
Claven, Klaven. Like, in a human's lifespan of reckoning, this place has been, let's see here. This place, has always been sort of a bit of a abandoned, kind of desolate kingdom. But I mean, this was a thriving area for about 1,200 years, and it's only been about 100 years since the Gnoll Wars, when bands of gnolls kind of got together and actually managed to invade all the way up to the gates of Stormwind. And it was only because of powerful mages and whatnot that drove them off. The fact that there's so many gnolls in Elwyn Forest and Westfall is because of sort of the leftover camps afterwards. And after that, and then an attack by some trolls from Stranglethorn Vale to the south, they made their way into Westfall as well too. It's never really recovered. And then when the Defias Brotherhood came out, who are made up of disaffected members of the Stonemasons Guild that tried to riot when the Stormwind nobles just refused to pay them after they helped rebuild Stormwind after the last war. They came out here and basically set up their own kind of encampment. So who knows what actually is with Claven. You may be able to learn more is in Sentinel Hill, asking around for the people there. A lot of the refugees from the different you can see there's Jensenstead, Fulborough's farms, whatnot. These are communities that are out there. These are farming communities that sort of all cluster together. It's not just one farm that runs all those things. But a lot of those people ended up in Sentinel Hill afterwards. So maybe they will give you some, learn some more stuff. So does that sound like a reasonable reason for why Billy Dean's making his way out?
Yep. I'm good with that.
All right, so you've been traveling alone along here, and maybe that's around when you, James and Enric, you guys are kind of out on the road talking, trying to figure out what to to make for the night. Do we stay in this thing? And you guys can see that there's this little gnome making his way down the down kind of the trail. Now, what sort of first impression would Billy Dean make? Is he one of those insufferable, types to whistle or sing when he's traveling, or he travel in silence? Does he have his void walker with him?
I guess it's kind of. It looks like, even though it's one person, I guess I guess he probably would have his Voidwalker out for protection, so you would see this
What's the action
purplish-
to summon the Voidwalker in this one? I can't remember.
I think it's just summon until you dismiss. I wrote it. Let's see.
Let's see here. Demonic Servant.
With one out, you see, you can dismiss a companion permanently. You can recall the demon from pocket dimension with action and it appears in front of you.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, it depends on whether Billy Dean's the type to travel, with it out, or to, only bring it out when because I could see both ways where he would have it out to deter attackers or keep it high hidden, so like if someone does try and fuck with him, he just brings this demon out from the void.
Well, Billy Dean thinks highly of himself, more highly than he probably should for a 3'3" gnome. So he probably does not have it out.
Okay.
But he would have like his mechanical chicken walking out in front of him.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's walking along with this little. You can see there's this gnome walking along with a mechanical chicken in front of him. What is he wearing? This gnome.
He is actually. I guess Warlocks can wear leather, so he's wearing like a leather brief. Probably some sort of traveling cloak and leathers. And he's definitely carrying a rod, and he has a rapier, actually, because apparently Warlocks can use rapiers.
Nice.
and they're dex weapons. So.
Okay. So
he has a rod in one hand and a rapier. So like not really a walking stick per se, but just kind of walking along with his chicken in front of him.
Okay.
He probably has. I don't. Would I have both clockworks out? I don't know.
What's
it looks like? I say. Look. It looks like he has a backpack on, but it looks like there's like some other, either a small child or gnome or something, kind of tied to his backpack, hanging there as well.
Nice.
I love everything about this.
It's probably like it's attempted. It looks kind of greenish. You can't tell if it's sickly or just a bad miniature.
Jesus.
Okay, so this is what you guys.
He's walking along. I don't know if I'd see them. If I see people up ahead, what's your bandits in this woods, right?
Oh, let's get yes. What is Billy Dean? What is his passive perception, his passive insight, and his armor class?
See, I took observant, so it's 15.
Ooh. For perception,
Nice.
What's his passive insight?
Passive insight is not as good as 0 because he's not very wise.
Okay, so it's 10 then.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so no bonus.
And then what's your AC?
His AC is a wonderful 12.
Ooh, nice.
He's working. Yeah, he's working on studying to make that a little better.
Sounds good.
But next level, he can get that.
That's good. The yeah, you'll see what standing next to a paladin gives you. So, as you, I guess you guys can probably hear this this kind of strange mechanical chicken first.
The clockwork is to cause diverge. That's what they do. They cause like a diversion.
Yeah.
And he occasionally has to get it back on the trail with the rod, to prod it back, because it can move randomly.
Okay.
So.
I think you're the one, Billy Dean, who actually would notice the conversation ahead of you first, because you're incredibly observant. So you hear some talking up ahead of you.
Okay, so he probably stops. And
your chicken keeps on going.
Yeah, the chicken will keep on going because he's stopping. He's debating, so he's probably debating because he's pretty smart, so sometimes he overthinks. So should I get my toy orc out or call KJ?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to try to pronounce Kajashangua, the real name of the Voidwalker.
Okay. Nice.
I changed the name of the Voidwalker.
Oh,
so,
excellent.
I generated the name because I just did like a strong password on a random store, and I just phonetically spelled out the strong password.
That's great. Great stuff.
But it's KJ for short.
Okay, and let's see here.
So the chicken keeps walking. I don't know if they've seen him or not. But
James,
humans, right?
I think you would. So James, you sort of look over, and is Billy Dean trying to hide himself?
So if I see the humans, do they look like, are they wearing like Defias colors? Or
well, I guess like your chicken's ahead of you. You would have heard them first before, because as you can see, like the road kind of winds quite a bit through the Elwyn Forest. I'm going to give you the opportunity to, having heard them, to try and hide first if you'd like.
No, I think he's going to stand his ground and call KJ.
So what would James's reaction be to seeing this chicken kind of making its way down
the mechanical chicken?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he would think it was strange, but he is definitely one to be friendly to strangers. So if they're not attacking him or not
you can maybe
harmful,
see. I think then you can see that there is a gnome a little further down the road who seems to just have stopped.
Oh, okay. Then I would. Is this chicken your friend, gnome?
Well, not really my friend. I guess it's my friend. I have many friends, but are you friendly? Are you friendly? Are you one of those robbers? Humans together, they're robbers. And then he starts gesturing with his rod. Right?
You see, there's a little bit of stuff.
There are bandits in these woods, right?
It does appear to be a magician of some kind, or a spellcaster at least of some kind, because there's a little trail of magic that seems to come from behind the rod. You can now see that there is also a paladin, human paladin up there. And am I correct, Andrew? Like, Enric makes no effort to try and conceal who he is.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, so you would know, I think, Billy Dean, this is definitely not a bandit. It's maybe like a member of the Watch, perhaps. His clothes look a little, dirty for a part of the kind of Royal Guard or the, Stormwatch or Storm Wind Guard.
All right, so he'll halt his summoning then, and he goes, Is there a garrison around here?
A bit of a ways back, perhaps. But...
And he probably gives like a sigh of relief. Although, he's kind of puffed up, and you can see him probably give a sigh of relief. Because, I've been traveling for a while, and there's bandits and gnolls, I hear, all over the place.
Oh, there are gnolls.
I mean, they run away from Billy Dean, but... Anyway, these are my friends, and he kind of puts down his other mechanical. It's like a little like toy orc.
Arr. Arr.
So
Arr.
Gnomes have this like gnome tinkerer, and they can have like 3 little clockworks.
Yep.
So he just has to spend time. So he puts down the orc, and he goes, "This is Crow."
Look, Tar. Oh gosh.
That's all it does, and then it just kind of walks around randomly. So it's good to meet you because, well, it's kind of, that's all he says. And the chicken just clocks, and KJ, well, he just talks in my head. You don't see KJ. You don't know. Is he crazy?
I'll turn to James and just kind of like tilt my head a bit quizzically, and just kind of like nod the head back at him, like.
I'm gonna say.
Did he? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, yes, he's a strange little guy, but companionship is always good on the road.
Aye.
Well, when he takes down his pack and puts the orc down, you might see like a symbol that you could recognize because he probably has his apprentice backpack still from Kieran Tor.
Yeah. Why don't James and Enric, as the guy gets, this gnome gets a little closer, why don't you each give us a history check, please? Nice. Yeah, this is well known enough. So, James, I don't know if you recognize this.
Jesus.
We're both very equally knowledgeable about this thing.
Well, no, this is 5e. The DCs in 5e are really not that.
They're lower,
yeah. They're much lower.
I mean, they're whatever you set them as.
they are, but I mean, what I've learned over the years of every time I've come back to 5e is I've done a better job of setting DCs. When I first started running 5e, everything was like between 16 and 18, and no one could do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Pathfinder was like 15 seemed to be the base. This is
like from
8
3
to 10, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
8 to 10.
So I got used to setting higher numbers for things, so it made everyone feel like a chump.
Okay.
But here, I'm trying to find a bit of. Here we go. So you actually recognize the symbol, Anra, because you actually saw it when you were fighting in the northern part of the Eastern Kingdoms here. That was the mark of the Kirin Tor. Kirin Tor are the city of Dalaran's elite cadre of the most powerful wizards in all of Azeroth. They run a music school up there. This guy's got the mark of the Kirin Tor on there. He certainly doesn't look like it. Either he's a fan of it, or maybe he, the fact that he's got it hidden away suggests that, I don't know, what do you think you would infer from that?
Yeah, it's not like he's not like wearing robes of these things and symbols.
Yeah.
It just happens to be, and maybe it's even more subtle than that, because he pulls out he's now bragging about his clockworks. So he pulls out a music box, and the music box might have that on it too, right?
Yeah. So there's more than enough suggestions that like this little guy may have, if he's a spellcaster, that sort of makes sense that maybe he's got a connection to it. If he does have a connection to the Kirin Tor, like they're like the preeminent mages in the Alliance.
Oh.
Yeah.
You bear the symbol of a uniquely talented group of people, my small friend.
Yeah. He goes, well, and then he starts complaining. He goes, well, look, mages, they get their robes dirty and they get torn up all the time. And a good Hassenhammer, well, we're from a long line of tailors, you understand. And well, after all that time sewing their damn robes, this is all I got. And I had to fix it so that it works by itself. And he opens his music box and plays, maybe the music you're hearing in the background, but little tinky.
Why don't you guys each give us one more history check, too, please?
I'm like, I start to wonder, like, were you part of the order, or were you just their servant?
They're tailor.
I don't know.
It's not that long of a story. So look, my family, the Hassenhammers. I know you've heard it. Well, you maybe not have heard of them. You are called
James. You certainly have the Hassenhammer. You want to tell Jeff what he would know about the Hassenhammers?
So the Hassenhammers are they're a merchant, no merchant family. They're known for their weaving and tailoring, but not necessarily their fine clothing, but most of all the bolts of linen and silk that you might see. The Hassenhammers make all the heavy stuff, right? So, but they're merchants out of Nomeragon, probably based now in Ironforge because of the troubles in Nomeragon, right?
Yeah.
So so they probably have shops in the Dwarven district in Stormwind for sure, right?
Yeah, and I think because James has served further to the north as well. It's probably like it's one of those things that tailors anywhere up there, including military outfitters, would be grateful to have access to some Hassenhammer cloth in order to fabricate the robes and whatnot.
And maybe you have, like, you've heard the Hassenhammer, since you rolled 8 really high, you've heard the Hassenhammer motto: Hassenhammer cloth, strong stuff, rough stuff, tough stuff.
There you go.
The rough is what the soldiers complain about.
Turns out the music box actually plays a theme song from their traveling commercial.
Oh no, it's got a jingle.
Yeah, it's got a jingle.
So really, they didn't even give you a gift. All they did, so you were essentially their advertising.
No, it's not. So, I do magic. You want to see? Actually,
Show me.
And then he steps up. You want to see? Kind of his voice. He attempts to lower his voice, but it cracks.
I always appreciate a good trick.
So he's going to summon KJ now. Don't get scared, little paladin.
So this is what suddenly appears. Let me give you a handout for this. I wish I remembered.
Yes, I was. He goes, well, so yes, a long story short, I was a Kirin apprentice, but magic wasn't my thing. I was more a practicer of the dark arts, they say. But, you know, demonology, it's not so bad when you control them.
So this thing is about
Right, KJ?
7 feet tall. It flows, it like floats in the air. It has like this creepy kind of echoey whoa kind of voice to it. Doesn't say much, but there is the billowing smoke behind, like beneath it as well, and it is about 3 times the height of Billy Dean.
Yeah, he's like, I'm 3'3", man.
Yeah.
Enric immediately clutches his holy symbol and takes a step back. But like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good demon. It's okay.
You can hear the thing say, crush.
How are the
No.
demons in this game connected to the light and dark, Kev?
So the demons are actually not technically connected to the light or the dark. The demons are part of the twisting nether.
Okay.
And what you would know is that the demons are connected to something called the Burning Legion. The Burning Legion is what drove the orcs here. There were corrupted warlocks that led them through the dark portal into Azeroth and caused all the most recent problems as well. If you were steeped, this is probably what Jeff might know, but not James, like deep back in the earliest dawn of life on Azeroth, well, not the earliest, but some of the latest things, when the elves were at the height of their power, the Burning Legion first came here trying to capture Azeroth. There's a really cool kind of like metaphysical backstory for why that is. What you just need to know is that they many demons and many warlocks are servants to the Burning Legion and to the Fel, this corrupting power and corrupting magic. Not all warlocks are necessarily lost to the and in service to the Burning Legion, but it's definitely, you wouldn't want to leave your pet with one for the weekend.
Okay.
So we'll have such a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna board him. It's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't be too.
I mean, Billy Dean is not. He's not a diplomatic type, charmy guy. He's more of like an intimidating guy.
It is also it is technically an outlawed kind of magic. So you're going to want to be careful. Like Billy Dean's going to want. It's a weird class for them to translate into the role-playing game because it's just like in fiction, it's clear that they're seen as criminals and whatnot, but also like they're present in the everywhere in each of the cities because there's places where you can go and train. I think the way I'll choose it is, and you guys can decide for your characters how you want to handle it. But what my thought is that unless you are like bringing your demon into like the Temple of Light or something like that, you're probably not going to have any issues. But you will want to, role play your character, or at least make your decisions for how you want to role play your character accordingly in the face of, one of the things that is a really great part of the Warcraft setting is that there's bad guys on all sides, and fanatical devotees. Let's not forget that the Lich King himself was a paladin. And the initial culling of Stratholme, his hometown, was because of what he thought was a noble purpose. So you guys may find, I think, like for your characters, I think it's fine for them to recognize this gnome rather than just the way that he chooses to work magic. That might be the most productive for kind of a group cohesion, but I'll leave it to you guys.
Seeing the gnome, so Billy Dean seeing that there might be a little stunned by this, he goes, "Okay, KJ, don't need you now. Go back to another place." Like just
Vanishes.
Yeah. All right, sorry. I don't know. He's for protection only. I don't. Yeah.
Kev, would the soldiers have used warlocks and their demons in the wars?
No,
Okay.
definitely not. No.
Definitely not. Okay.
The orcs did, but they were also fully corrupted by the Fel and in service to a demonic master.
Okay.
So, yeah, like the reason the orcs, the in-universe explanation for why the orcs have green skin is because it was corrupted by the green mana or green magic of the Fel. Orcs naturally have kind of like an ochre-colored or tan-colored skin. So you don't see any like greenish magic coming off of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you can keep that thing under control.
It'll be under control. I mean, if it bothers you, well, I don't know. It depends. I mean, and then he kind of looks around. He's like, "Crap," because the mechanics will just walk off randomly.
Yeah. Where's my chicken? Andrew, what do you make of all this?
So he's gonna try to. He loses track of these people, and he starts trying to make sure his fork and his chicken are around. If that means he runs into the woods, well, that's fine too.
So yeah, Billy Dean runs off in the woods to give you a moment for you two to sort of talk about the experience of meeting Mr. Hosenhammer. So, what do you guys make of this?
And an experience it is.
That's a great character.
Well, go ahead.
I've never been that close to a demon before.
No. And well, you know these things exist, they're there, but until you see them in person, it's another matter entirely. You said you wanted company. Well, it sounds like we have a whole troop.
I'd say. I'll have to watch him in town.
Yes, his friend may draw some eyes we don't necessarily want.
Well, and he doesn't seem to have the same common sense about his friend as he maybe should.
Well,
what would be common knowledge is that like warlocks are all they're all a little off. They're all a little touched.
Gnomes in general are a little off.
Yeah.
Too.
Like
all of that is checking out. Is checking out just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all suffering from PTSD from getting driven out of their home and their own internal civil war.
Their entire there was corruption of several a huge chunk of their population and their one of their leaders. So Nomergon is completely lost. They live mostly as refugees in Ironforge, one of the dwarven capitals, or in the dwarven quarter in Stormwind. They're found also all the way across Azeroth as well and other places, but that's the biggest communities. Their whole home has been lost recently.
Okay, because then if that's the case, then James would definitely have a lot of pity for them, and probably would see them as people who need help, maybe need to be shown the light.
You also, I think, did quite well. You rolled an 18 on your history check. Let me tell you one other thing that may play in. So the I'm gonna get his. Kalis. So there is a former leader of the High Elves whose name was Kalis Sunstrider. Kalis was also a student at with the Kirin Tor at Dalaran. He left, and I don't remember the circumstances. This is Kev doesn't remember offhand the circumstances of his leaving, but it left with some pretty hard feelings with at least one of the other sorcerers, and with named Jaina Proudmoore, someone who came from Kultiris, and with Arthas. Arthas, he wasn't a wizard, but he was around that area, and he knew Jaina and Kalis quite well. if you rolled that well on it, you may know that like Kalis eventually kind of fell. At the time that we're playing, he led the elves into sort of trying to find a new source of magic. This is the reason that many of the high elves, if not most of the high elves, now refer to themselves as blood elves and have allied themselves with the Horde. Is because of this errant leadership of Kalis, and maybe if he'd had better direction and was kept part of the Kirin Tor, maybe if there was more attention paid to him, that may not have happened.
Yeah.
So, and you've seen in your time, the horrors of what comes from that. You may even have seen there's basically like a mile or two wide strip that is just dead. It's where the army of the Scourge marched up to the Elven capital and then destroyed the Sunwell. It's still there, a massive undead-filled heap, because every elf that was killed as it was making its way through the Elven homeland were raised up by Scourge necromancers.
Wow. Okay.
So, as he kind of comes back, you may have that, James, as a other perspective on, like, if this guy got kicked out of the Kirin Tor, and he's decided to pick up with a different kind of magic, this may be your opportunity to prevent something similar, from, or history from repeating itself in a way.
Totally.
Well,
So
I feel. Well, you haven't asked Billy Dean. I have a different idea of it. That's cool.
Okay, so Billy Dean comes out. How Billy Dean feels is completely fine. I'm thinking what.
What they want.
The 18
think,
history check. He would have a really good understanding of what the Kirin Tor was. I guess that was the role for the Hosenhammer, but whatever. Yeah, it's fun lore, so we'll include it.
Yeah.
So as you come back, it seems that the. Do you want to tell Billy Dean what you guys found in the woods?
Yeah, so Billy Dean comes back, he's cradling his chicken, he goes, damn it. So, you got to wind these up every day, so I got to take some time and play with it, This is Cluck.
And then you guys, I think, Billy Dean, because of your incredible perception, that's when you hear, like, oh shit, there's thunder coming. There's a storm coming on.
Ooh. I'm not good with lightning and stuff. Fire and he doesn't say the other thing. Fire. I'm good with fire. Because that's maybe acceptable.
Well, you are free to travel with us, friend.
And actually, in fact, he to impress his new friends, because he thinks of them as friends now. He goes, look, and he does like this in his hand, and he can, fire springs up. He has the fire starter ability.
You have many impressive skills for a little guy.
He almost says something, but decides not to. Something you hear something like, small package, but never mind. He looks at the paladin. I'm cool. We're all cool here. We should get inside.
Yes, we should find shelter.
Yes.
Gnomes melt in the water. No, I'm just kidding. We don't.
I don't. Oh, for a split second, I'm like, oh, I should totally play Enric like Drax, and then respond to Billy Bean like, oh goodness, then we should get you inside immediately.
Kael'thas, not Kaelas.
The Kael'thas, yeah.
Yeah, Kael'thas.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
yeah, too many goddamn things. Well, it's like you calling it Stormwatch because of 90s comics. That's what Kael'thas looks like. He's badass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my I have a blood elf demon hunter. Kaelis is her hero.
Oh, nice.
Now he is.
Nice.
Not before, but now he is.
Yeah. All right. So then, what do you guys want to do for the evening then? The night the day is coming to an end. It does sound like there's a hell of a storm coming in tonight.
So I guess we're gonna try to hit the tower.
And let's just take a moment and appreciate. This is 2 sessions without Dave. and we still have a storm coming in. So, Dave, it's not always your fault.
Yeah.
If we were on a boat, it would still be Dave's fault when we crash. Shipwreck.
Okay. So
would the tower work, or
if you go, I'm assuming you guys went over and inspected it, and what you can see is that like it does look like it's still sturdy. It just the door is kind of hanging off of its hinges. But I mean, you do have a handy, a pretty handy little gnome here now. It may be a fairly easy fix just to get that thing closed. Otherwise, even the thing seems to be quite sturdy still. And the reason that the door is hanging off appears to be age-related as opposed to, like, having been the victim of a siege.
Well, I mean, I think a roof is better than no roof.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
could I, as we ready ourselves to do this, could I take a moment and use my divine sense
Sure.
to see if I
So
can?
if you're going to push your way through to this thing, like for the guys taking Billy Dean, you'd be seeing that like they're having to walk. What seems to be they're just walking into the bush. Like you can't see anything. The trees are really high on even on the in this part of the forest. They disappear 50 feet in, and then like seemingly as if when this thing was abandoned, the trees grew right up to as close to this structure as they can. There's this 4-story stone tower that's in there. It appears to be missing a roof, but the thing is hanging out the hinges, but it's like right there. Like if you think of like a like an abandoned house or something like that, where the tree line has just grown right up towards it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
I guess I spoke too soon about a roof.
Well, the thing is, it's 4 stories though, so like you have 3 stories worth of floor that will be between you and whatever the elements are going to bring.
Right. So there is some protection for sure.
Yeah, just don't go to the top floor. The top floor would not be a very pleasant experience, but anywhere between there. All right, so then if you stop and tell us what it looks like as you are focusing your divine sense.
Yeah, I'll wait till I'm like close enough to, obviously because it's got a range there, and I would have a sense of how far that is.
Yep.
But once there, I will stop, kind of plant my feet in the ground, clutch the holy symbol, and I'm saying a prayer, muttering it underneath my voice, but looking like down and closed eyes, and you see a bright white glow kind of emanate from me. And then like hover for a second, and as I finish the prayer, it like 0 to 60 goes out and covers the entire range.
Okay. Wow. So when you're looking around, I'm picturing maybe a little bit of a luminescence to your eyes as you're focusing.
Yeah. My eyes go white.
Okay. Yeah. So you're looking around, and there does not appear no divine or no presence of the light, the fell, or the darkness here.
Okay. And there's no consecrated or desecrated ground within the range either?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool. I turn to the other. Once the light immediately, after a while, will actually come back to me again, and almost as if I'm reabsorbing it.
Yep.
And I'll turn to the others, my eyes fading back to normal. It appears reasonably safe.
Great.
Okay. You make your way in, and it appears like there are still things that were built into here, like there's a bench on the side, there may be a table that was not removed, but this place has been pretty not picked clean in the sense that like robbers got into it, but like whatever left here fairly quickly, or left here with a thorough kind of move out. You do find, I think on the second floor there are some bunks, so if you want to make use of that and sleep off of the ground, there's no mattresses in there any longer, but at the very least you could set your bedrolls up and whatnot and have a nice firm dry.
Well, it's nice to be off the ground.
Now, Billy Dean, what you've got engineering tools, right?
No, I have a tinker's kit. It's not quite
Tinker's
engineering.
Kit. Okay.
I have a tinker's kit and a weaver's kit. I can make the beds look really nice.
Okay. In 5e, is mending a cantrip or is it a first level spell?
I don't know. I don't have that cantrip.
It's a cantrip. I have it.
Okay. So I think maybe
Well,
like
I have as part of a short rest, I can repair. I can make it look nice with the weaver stuff. But I could also do the same thing with tinkering. You know, to fix hinges, fix small things.
I think between the two of you guys, with James, is if you're willing to make use of your divine magic and Billy Dean's mechanical aptitude, between the two of you guys, you could get that door fixed pretty quickly too.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, I'll use my mending spell
Okay.
and work together to fix it.
Yeah. So maybe there's like a one or two broken, clasps in here that you're able to repair them, and then Billy Dean with some help. It's a little high up, and there's not a lot of things. So dragging the table over, or maybe, stacking some stuff together, you get Billy Dean a little higher up, or maybe he may sub in KJ back and have him hold him up. Help.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, so whatever the case is, you are able to get the door repaired, and it sounds like it's just in time because the rain starts pelting down fairly early, and it's pretty fucking merciless all night. What is your thoughts on keeping watch here, guys?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
As a healer, that usually goes well for me, right?
Yes, it does.
Well, I'm an early riser. I don't know about you, Billy Dean.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you guys need, friends. It's been some time. I've been, walking by. I mean, KG doesn't talk much. He says. Well, you saw Clux. I mean,
It's still.
and I've only been able to get one modulator for Crow.
Look, Tar, oh gosh. So, with that, I mean, it proves to be kind of an unusual evening. I can't remember if you guys caught anything on the day of. I think someone was successful in their hunt. Oh, yes, Enric was poisoned with the mushrooms that, what's his name? Click whatever found. Weren't you poisoned last time, or was that someone else? Kicklick. Did you find? Or maybe it was Wendell who found them. Maybe it was Kicklick who got poisoned.
I think it was Wendell who found him and Kicklet who got
Okay,
poisoned.
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So you did find mushrooms. Did not find any prey, but you guys have it's a reasonably good. There's a fireplace in here, so you're not having to create a fire pit or whatever. How do you think you spend the evening, guys? As this rain, you can picture it's a dark and stormy night. Wind is pounding up against the outside.
James has a set of gambling dice that he would pull out and suggest they could play.
Oh, Enric is proficient in gaming, so yes, I think he would join in.
Excellent.
Nice. Oh, I get
Do you play games? No.
Yeah, sure. I can tell you the probability of what kind of number you're going to come up with.
Perfect. That will help you with the betting.
Maybe.
Okay. Now, 1 second here. Where is... Here we go. I think there's some fun quick gambling mechanics in Xanthar's Guide.
I mean, I don't have that much money. I mean...
Oh, no.
I mean, it's not like I got
So let's just do this.
I'm kind of low on the airship thing, so don't think I have a lot of money.
So the three
Plus,
skills.
I had to buy this repair, and then I had to, the stuff to summon KJ wasn't cheap.
Yeah. How much money do you have left, Billy Dean?
I have 20 left, and only because I got 15 gold pieces from Kieran Tor when I left.
Okay, I'll turn to James and I go, we keep finding, or you seem to attract people without a whole lot of money.
Yes, well...
And I'll nod over to like Wendell, who's sleeping in the corner.
Both he and Pepperidge are in one of the bunks together. So
Yeah, I don't do that.
So then Enric and James, you guys want to gamble against each other?
Sure.
Okay. So what's the stake you're putting up?
Although I should probably change the
anywhere
attribute
between
it's
10
tied to.
GP
That
and
doesn't make any
1,000.
sense.
Oh, 10 would be plenty for James.
Okay.
Billy Dean's gonna go in.
Okay. So
Put hand down.
at 10 gold, sure. So the pot will be 30. Here's what we need.
Nice.
First thing is insight. So each of you are studying one another.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. And I think what I'll do is the highest roll will get 1 point, middle will get 0, bottom will lose a point.
That's in character.
Billy Dean's holding the cards upside down.
They're dice. It's a dice game.
Oh yeah, dice, exactly.
That's it.
holding 'em.
Yeah. No, he's still holding his cards upside
Okay.
down. It's a dice game, but he's holding his cards upside down.
All right. So Enric, you have 1 point. James, you have 0. Billy Dean, you're at -1 right now.
Okay.
Next thing is, you will roll your charisma deception. So this is a now deception. Let's see how clever and canny a player you guys are.
Ignoring entirely the randomness of dice.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Nat 20. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, Billy Dean was
man.
on
All
fire,
right.
and then James.
Oh,
I know.
this
Okay.
is how it goes.
So
Oh,
James
you're
has
now
got.
seeing.
You've got 1 point now. Enric, you lose 1 point. Oh no,
Yep.
Enric is you lose 1 point, and Billy Dean is at got 0 from this
I'm
round.
at 0. Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
going back and forth.
We're Billy Dean and I are both at 0 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
last one,
cool,
guys,
cool.
is intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So let's see how well you push your luck
Jeff,
here.
you rolled both a nat 20 and a nat 1. I didn't even
22
notice that
from
the
Billy
first
Dean.
time.
Holy shit.
Oh, on my roll, yeah, that's funny, eh?
Oh my god.
Middle 19. Oh, so after a night of gambling, how many? So that means Billy Dean gets 1 point.
One.
Enric,
I lose.
yeah,
completely.
Billy Dean gets 1 point. Enric loses 1 point, and James, you are staying where you are. I think that puts James at the lead, doesn't it? With 1.
No, we both got 1 now, right? James?
Yeah.
Wasn't Billy Dean at -1 after that first round though?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was -1, and then I got
0
one
and then 1.
Ooh, so then
Yep.
I guess
So-
Enric like
then
looks like I'm done with this.
I think
Yeah.
Enric will like fold at this point.
yeah, so that means so from the
I
pot
lose
from the
10?
10 you guys put in, Billy Dean and James both got 15 back.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm down to
So at the end of the
30.
evening, yeah. You're down
That was
10.
fun.
Yeah, this wasn't as hard as I thought. Turns out Billy Dean is a fearsome player. So
Yeah, I took intimidate just because one of my proficiencies. I took intimidate and investigation, and then history and arcana from the back.
also, you're pretty certain, Enric, that James cheats.
How certain?
Well, I mean, nat 20 on that, like you can picture like when he tossed the dice one time, sort of rolled and then like rolled up to 1 point and then sort of fell a funny way. You're like, are these jack dice?
That James cheats? Sorry?
James.
Yeah.
James, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Would I though? Because my
We rolled
I
a
wasn't
nat
rolling
20
a
on it,
perception.
which tells like just the, I think like looking back on the game.
I think he gets away with it with a nat 20. I mean,
He definitely gets away with it, but you like the luck that he was showing throughout the whole thing. Billy Dean is just a really aggressive. The high intimidation, I'm thinking, is just a really aggressive better.
Roll faster! Roll faster!
Yeah.
I'm holding the dice. You have
And he's got both the
Are those
chicken.
GD dice? Are those dice rigged? I think those dice are rigged.
So
Did you get one of those from one of those bandana guys?
What's the like official like government, or what would be like official dice? Like what would
I don't think there would be. Like, there's not like casinos.
Imperial? There's not like an Imperium. No, but like what would what's the army called?
Just the army of the Alliance. That's what you would
these
consider.
these
I
are
bet
like
those are goblin
these
dice.
are official
Those are
Alliance
goblin
dice.
Those are goblin dice.
Properly
Goblin dice.
weighted.
Billy Dean's not wrong. Goblins are almost as probably equally as gifted in mechanical, contraptions as what the gnomes are. Just they generally have a lot more pointy edges and more inclined to explode.
Yeah, they have a lot of like lab disasters.
Yeah. So
I guess gnomes do too, but we don't talk about it.
yeah, you've lost your entire homeland. So it sounds like it was a really relaxing, evening. And I have good news as well too. Nothing eventful otherwise happens tonight.
Okay.
So that means now I think Enric and James, you may have been down hit dice as well, so you gain half your hit dice back. Everything refreshes after a long rest or short rest as well.
You should have a hit dice for each level, right?
Yes, you should have 3 hit dice.
Okay, no, then I'm okay.
Okay. All right, so with morning coming, guys, a couple decisions you need to make. Oh, and I'll point out, so one of the things I'm using for each day, for each night, there's going to be where you camp. I'm rolling up something interesting from that cinematic environs, and I've been rolling up randomly when in the day some event might happen. And it just so happened that this coincided on the rolls of finding the shelter and the thunderstorm coming in.
Okay.
I thought it was nice. It's a cool way of, of the kind of emergent play we like in our AD&D games, but for 5e. So,
Yeah, so Billy Dean has to spend some time working on his clockworks to rewind them and clean them out, and that's what he does.
I mean, you can do that last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with the morning, it turns out that Billy Dean is heading to Westfall as well. Now, there was one other thing of interest you guys found last time. You found that weird deed. You remember that?
I don't know much about. I forget details, but I do. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was a deed that seemed to say it was a deed to a farm apparently owned by someone or a couple named Theodore and Verna Furlbrow, and it seemed as if there was a letter attached to or folded up with it from one member of the Defias Brotherhood to another, suggesting that they make use of this or forge similar things to try and seize the property, as it were, so they can actually legally own the property. Double check here. To remember if this is a skill here. It is not. You guys can give us a history check, please, James and Enric, because I'm not sure Billy Dean's aware of this thing yet. So let's see if you know any context.
Nope.
Not James. Enric, though.
I don't know anything about forgeries.
So, I don't, because you've been looking into the situation in Westfall. There still are apparently, good people who are still trying to, like I mentioned, 1,200 years, the people have been living in Westfall, in the lands out there. And that means there's some people who don't want to give up their land and just have tried to make do and keep farming, keep growing things. The Westfall's not the breadbasket of Stormwind the way it used to be, just because there's not enough people out there now. But I mean, there's still people and produce that are favored. Pumpkins in particular, incredibly favored when they come from Westfall. But the thing is, if the Defias does start secretly buying up these properties, and then because they could just drive the people off and make it a ghost town, like what is it, Moonrise, what's that place called? Whoop. Moonbrook used to be kind of the sister town to Goldshire before the Knoll Wars. Now it's a ghost town, in part because of the Defias Brotherhood. But if what the Defias is doing is rather than just making them ghost towns and it's taking them over, you could have, places where agents and representatives from Stormwind traveling to Westfall could get murdered or spied on or who knows what. If you can't trust the farmers out there, that also, I think with a roll that good, here's even a more sinister idea. It could turn the people from Stormwind when they're traveling against all the people in Westfall. They may not trust. If you can't tell who's with the Defias Brotherhood and who's an honest, hardworking farmer, they may that may harden the Stormwind's heart against the people of Westfall, and those honest ones who are left behind, if they're treated with suspicion and with aggression, perhaps, then that also pushes them away from Stormwind, and also strengthens the Defias hold in a much more insidious way than just driving the people off.
Oh, sorry.
That was all big pill to swallow.
Yeah. This is not going to be nearly. Oh God, sorry.
It's okay. A glass of water. So, what are you guys planning on doing with your day then? Do you want to travel at a regular speed, which would be six hexes? Do you want to travel at your more cautious rate, which I believe was 4? What do you think, Billy Dean?
Oh, Billy Dean goes, by the way, I'm headed to Westfall. Is that where you're going? I'm always about the pursuit of knowledge, and I was going to hit the Sentinel Hill and gain some clues about this. He looks at you guys. Okay, I'll tell you. So it was this guy named. I kind of stare. I kind of stare at them and pretend like I'm like examining them. And I have he has kick-ass goggles. They're cool-ass goggles actually, like in the picture. And he kind of pretends to turn them. They don't turn. They're not that high level. So so he says, you guys seem trustworthy for humans, but I'm looking for this guy named Claven. He had a tower there, and he was a really good mage, maybe even more powerful than these Dalaran dudes.
Go ahead, Enric and James. You can give us history checks on this.
Now you might be thinking
he keeps
talking. Billy Dean keeps talking. So because you might be thinking I was kicked out because demons and stuff. But the dark arts, there's some mages who believe in it. I still keep tabs with my mentor. I was an apprentice. I just left because the whole thing with the I guess they're called blood elves now. And then the other guy who left, I heard some other guy left. They won't even say his name. Some other guy left who studied the dark arts.
Okay. Is the 17 your roll for this one, James, or was that from the last?
Yeah, that was my history on this thing.
Oh, okay. So you actually are aware of an archmage named Claven as well. Not someone who's really happy with Stormwind. Didn't really participate in the wars and kind of stayed behind because, who knows why he stayed behind, but definitely someone who was powerful enough to forge his own tower. In the World of Warcraft, like a lot of other fantasy settings, mages love their towers. So
right,
this
and if you have a tower, you're pretty powerful.
Most definitely,
mage. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. And that dude's probably been out here since the people you've talked to that not necessarily from the time of the Knoll Wars, but as far back as the oldest resident remembers. So Billy Dean's not wrong. If the tower is abandoned by Claven at this point, then there could be some real loot to be recovered there.
Yeah, my uncle calls it fat loot. I think he got that term from the goblins. Fat loot.
So then, it seems like Wendell and Pepperidge are finally waking up. and you guys can
Nice.
decide how you want to proceed. So the advantages to traveling slower is that we talked about this last time as well, but you can actually use stealth, or you can move at a normal rate, in which case there's not, don't have access to stealth necessarily. But you make better headway, or you can move fast, which case you get a penalty to your wisdom modifier, but you do get to score an extra hex out of the day. Hobbs, can you hear us?
I can. How
Excellent. We're just
How's it going?
so you wake up and Hobbs, you have you find that you've gained another member of the party.
Keep that boar away from my chicken.
So give a quick description to Hobbs for what Billy Dean Hosenhammer looks like.
So Wendell sees a 3'3" gnome. He's got black hair. He's wearing these cool ass goggles. He's kind of not dressed. He's dressed like as more of a rogue or a traveler. He actually has a rapier on it at his side as he belts it, but he carries this like rod with lots of strange arcane symbols on it. And he has as he hoists his backpack, you see it's got like some sort of little orc doll on it, and he has a chicken, like a mechanical chicken that is just like walking around randomly in this room.
Wonderful.
I go, howdy, dwarf. You were snoring a lot last night. You missed the gambling game.
I'm not much for gambling anyway. Good enough.
So we were just talking about how you guys want to travel today. Whether you want to go stealthy again, whether you want to speed up a bit, or whether you want to just travel at a regular pace and cover 6 hexes.
We're off to see the wizard, Wendell. They told me your name was Wendell. We're off to see the wonderful wizard, Clavin of Westfall. The wonderful wizard of Westfall. I like that.
We are?
PM, as my uncle would say.
How long was I asleep?
Who's the wizard we're after?
If the voice gets annoying, let me know.
Not at all.
It's fun to do.
Yeah. Wendell, this is one of the things that Billy Dean has said he is traveling for. There's a tower far to the south.
You don't. There's no context. He just starts talking.
Yeah.
I mean, gnomes and dwarves, gnomes feel like dwarves are their big brothers that took him in, when Nomeragon got blown up. So,
Although Wendell is actually, he's not a dwarf from Ironforge. You can tell from the coloring of his hair and the kind of tribal markings. He's actually a Wildhammer dwarf.
Oh. Oh, Wildhammer and Hosenhammer. I don't know his last name. But when you do tell me your last name.
Rustbane.
Is it Rustbane? But
Yes.
would I know that he's a Wildhammer dwarf or just it?
Yeah, from looking at him, definitely. The Wildhammers have a much different look to them than what...
Oh, the Hosenhammers are allies with your people. The Hosenhammer, Wildhammer. We hammer pants and you hammer the wild.
Pepperidge kind of snorts.
Jesus.
So,
All right.
what's the rate of travel for today, guys? That'll tell us how many hexes you're covering today.
I think we had been going slow to be a little bit more careful previously. I mean, it makes no difference to me because it doesn't matter if I get to take a stealth roll or not. I am not helping the party in any regard with stealth.
Yeah.
But I think if we do travel stealthily, then Wendell actually, as a hunter, has an opportunity for us to bypass things.
You can't bypass stuff. Do you mean as your survival thing?
I didn't know. I can't remember, to be honest. I was just like, we might see it ahead of time, and enough.
Yeah.
When I say bypass, I mean that maybe we could not have to have a conflict because we spotted ahead of time.
Well, actually, you actually were able to avoid the what do you call it? The full force of that wolf pack that attacked you guys from before, thanks to Wendell's spotting it beforehand and taking out the alpha beforehand.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay, all
that's
right.
what I meant by bypass.
You got it. All right. So then, guys, for today's travel, then it will be, if you're only traveling 4 hexes, then it'll be.
That's good for Billy Dean because he moves slowly. He's got little legs.
Okay. So let me think here. 4. That means you'll be about 2 hours per hex that you're traveling.
So Billy Dean does ask, Enric, is it okay if I have KJ out? I usually have KJ out.
I do not need my permission, gnome. This is. I have no. I will not say that I am at ease with him being out, but I will not tell you how to travel.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone cross off 3 rations.
Okay. Did I cross off the 3 from last night too, or the other day?
Yeah.
Just from last day. So what we'll do is just at the start of each day, you can cross off the rations and then just augment them as you grab stuff. We're not going to track for like when things expire and whatnot,
Okay.
because I don't think we will. But what Wendell can do is try and do a little hunting on the road.
Yep. So
Right.
I do summon
Foraging.
KJ as before we leave.
Okay, so you invoke some
Yeah,
words.
probably. I do know Iridu, so I do probably speak some.
Yeah, none of you guys speak the language other than Billy Dean, but it is definitely not the language of the angels. And then you hear whoa as this thing appears once again, floating next to Billy Dean. And Wendell, it is about 3 times the height of Billy Dean.
Oh boy.
It's a big one.
So how did we meet Billy Dean? Do we already know him, or?
No, he actually came across the road, led or behind a mechanical chicken. So what happened? And then they talked. They actually remember that tower that you found last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys actually overnighted in there. Everyone, so you can actually get this back too, Wendell. You get half your hit dice back, and then anything that recharges with a long rest will be recharged as well.
Perfect.
Great. All right. So, any preparations you guys wish to make in the morning? Trying to find my overland travel rules. Anybody? No.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, I think I don't. I just have spell slots, so I don't
Okay.
need to.
Oh, Carl, we're using 5-minute rest, just like in the Ravnica game.
Oh,
5
that's
minute.
actually
Yeah.
that's pretty. That's pretty advantageous. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it allows me to make
Yeah, yeah, because if all my spell slots come back after a short rest, so that means I can blow stuff up.
you
I
can.
don't have to worry about it.
And
Yeah, I
also-
guess that's how your character is, right, Jeff? Your character in the Ravnica too, right? You get those back, yeah. So
Yeah. Okay. So then, give me a sec here. Why can I not find this damn thing? Now. Sorry, guys. Travel. There we go. All right. So, why don't you give us, Wendell, a foraging check, and you'll get advantage on this. Oh, wait, is it you that has that? I don't think it's you. I think it's Arlen's character that had the outsider background that allowed him to live off the land, as it were.
Oh, that was my. I'm looking here. I have something that does that. Yes, Natural Explorer.
Okay, what does that do? Oh, maybe click on it. Let's see what it says.
Okay.
Use food train. Oh, that's what it is. So you're on top of. Yeah, so your proficiency bonus is doubled. That's great. Difficult terrain doesn't slow you down. Group can't be lost unless by magical means. Engaging another activity. I'm just going to give you advantage on getting lost because we're using different getting lost rules. When you engage in another activity, you remain alert to danger. Awesome. So you can double up on your activities then, and you forage twice as much. Terrific. Okay, so then, would you give us a survival check, please? Nat 20.
That means I would have got focus back if I'd used any. Son of a bitch.
This also means it'll make up for you poisoning John's character last session.
That was purposeful.
All right,
shaking your head about, Andrew.
Let's see. Why don't? Holy smokes! Okay, so the successful foraging finds the equivalent of 1/2 ration plus okay, 15, so that's 8. So you find 7 rations worth of food. Because it's, actually more than that, because it's halved and then doubled because of your ability. Yeah, so you find 7 rations of things. Give us a 1d12 roll, please.
1d12 coming up, sir. A 6.
Tons. So there's a whole patch of wild raw nuts that you're able to kind of scoop up over the course of the day.
Than the berries.
I think it was a mushroom actually last time.
Yes, it was a mushroom. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what's going to be happening over the course of the day's travel. That you're able to get that much stuff, and I'll let you distribute those rations as you see fit. So then, with that said, have you guys hit the road here. I've pre-generated all the encounters here. Boom.
Would you say we had 6?
7.
7?
It was 7. 7 rations in total.
All right, each of you guys can have 2. I'll just take 1.
Nice. Okay. So then, the first 2 hours of travel, as you guys taking your and it is, I imagine, the forest. I imagine feels quite fresh after you were hit last night, Hobbs, by just a hell of a thunderstorm. So it was a happy coincidence that you guys found a tower at the same time as when this storm rolled in. I mentioned to the guys, I'm using cinematic environs, and I'm rolling up randomly throughout the day something you guys come across, and then also an event for the evening. And it just so happened that those 2 things timed up, that you found cover and the storm. So it was great.
Dumasian.
Yes. So it's fresh, but what you're filled, the sound of the travel is probably filled with is the winding of the gears on Billy Dean's chicken, which is walking ahead of you, and Billy Dean talking. Does that sound about right, Carl?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, they're so great. These nuts are awesome." Crunch, crunch. You want some music? Sometimes I play music. I can change it's not just the jingle, I promise. I can speed up the jingle.
What about this other thing that goes around? Does it speak, or what's it do? It
just makes noise. It grunts.
Yeah, it only speaks to Billy Dean and in a language that you don't understand.
Well, it's actually telepathic. But,
oh, that's right. It doesn't make noise. Yeah.
But it can make like grunting, noises.
Interesting. And we've never seen anything like this before, or we have from other.
So we were talking about what the perspective on warlocks would be. They are definitely like an outlawed kind of magic, but because the original Horde was powered by or led by warlocks, but I think that in the interim people have learned that in some cases they're not what you would want to rely on. Like they're not incorporated into the army, they're not put in leadership positions necessarily, at least not knowingly, but they're tolerated so long as they're not part of an actual cult or something like that.
Cool.
Okay, so the first 2 hours of travel are uneventful. Next 2 hours of travel, as you guys are making your way down the road, Billy Dean, you're the first one to hear this. you can hear someone singing up ahead.
Oh, singing. You hear it? Singing. He stops the music box if it's on.
Yep.
He goes and he runs to get his chicken.
Okay, so as he runs up, let's see here. James, you're the next one to sort of hear this, and you can hear someone singing. It's in common, and they don't have a dwarvish or gnomish or a night elf accent for that matter. And oh. I think that they actually... It's a song you recognize. The song is actually a Jeff of the Janglode Mine. A pretty, like, happy kind of song you sing in rounds as at a tavern or something like that. Wendell, you were off to the side. Would you give us just a... give us a stealth check. Now, do you get advantage from being in natural terrain at all, or as a hunter? I was reading your ability here.
I don't think so.
Don't think so? Okay, so just give us a stealth check.
I'm usually pretty good at it, but
yeah,
I rolled bad. Okay.
So, what you can... oh, you got that damn heavy armor on, too, right? Also think ahead, guys. Rattle, 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 rattle.
I'm working on it.
So, what you guys suddenly hear the song kind of come to a stop. And what you've seen, Wendell, is you would see this guy at the same time. It's a human, and he's traveling with, like, a big backpack on that has a bunch of what seem to be like maybe batons of some kind that are hanging off of it, that are strapped to the thing. There's a lot of weird objects that seem to have a lot of color to them. But the really weird thing is, as the guy's going along, he seems to idly be tossing 3 of these batons kind of like up, as he's walking. Maybe it's not batons he's tossing. Maybe it's like wooden balls. Okay. He's juggling as he walks along, and he's sort of like, oh, and toot, 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 like a practiced performer, kind of collects all of them, and he's like, hello? In the woods? I can see you there.
Yeah, Wendell steps out.
You guys can hear this. You can't quite see him yet, but because Wendell is sort of an outrider, I think he would, and Wendell didn't do great on his stealth, he's been able to see him in the woods. Pepperidge kind of looks at you, Wendell, like,
Yeah, so I'll bring out, and Pepperidge rustles out, and he's got some foliage hanging from one tusk as he kind of snuffling along. Hi, a jungler then, is it?
Oh,
dangerous place.
Sorry, I was glad to see you, Master Dwarf. I thought it was, I've heard gnolls have made their way into the western part of the forest, and I wasn't looking forward to running or talking my way out of that, because I'm terrible at both of them. Who's this fine fellow? Hello, pig.
It's Pepperidge. I'll wave the guys forward, assuming they're coming around a thing.
Okay. You hear the familiar kind of whistle from Wendell. That's sort of his message to get you guys forward. And as you walk around the corner, you're seeing this character.
Yeah, I put the chicken down because
Yep.
Let it walk around.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking up, he looks over and kind of like, oh god, and then because he's seen the Voidwalker drifting along, and then he realizes that that you're not reacting, and then he thinks for a moment like, oh no, bandits, and then he looks back and sees the paladin walking, and it's kind of like, well, and you, there must be a story here.
Aye, there always is, friend, always is.
It's a long and sordid tale, I tell you. This is KJ. Don't mind him.
I'll, hello.
Don't mind them. I think them is a proper Eridar term. Them.
Well, I am Benjamin the Agile. Whoo! And he tosses all 3 balls in the air, kind of spins around, and then catches them tuk, 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 as they're coming down, and
So Billy Dean like stares at this like a kid, you know.
So he's how? What are the responses that Wendell, James, and Enric have to this?
I'm Wendell. These other fellows can introduce themselves.
James, and you're a performer?
I am.
Are you a traveling circus? Where's the rest of your group? Did Knowles eat them?
As you said, my new friend Gnome, that is quite the tale. Sadly, I had to have a falling out and parting of ways many years ago with the circus. It seems that not every audience is ready for juggling bladed balls. I mean, it looked fine in an eye patch afterwards anyway.
It's like the dark arts of circus performance. I empathize, my good
Wonderful.
friend.
Are you a performer yourself?
Maybe?
Indeed. Then I am sorry to have met you.
Here, toss me one of those balls. They're wooden, right?
They are. And he kind of steps back and boom, boom, boom.
And I light it on fire in my hand. It's flammable.
My livelihood!
And I toss it back. Juggle!
Jesus! Preserve the light! So 3 scorched balls land at the ground.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I thought you could juggle.
Can I? What? He looks over at the paladin like.
I don't know. Are you hurt?
He said he could juggle.
I mean,
so like Billy Dean starts like stomping his feet. You know, he's like a kid. I mean, he's like a
sociopathic kid.
moving from Nomeragon to Ironforge, you know, and then transferring to Stormwind. It takes a lot on a little gnome.
Okay. So he's more concerned about the loss of, you know, some of his performance things, and he's like, picks them up and they're scorched. They were bright colors before, now they're just burned.
Oh,
I think you should add fire to your act. It would be scorching.
You can see from the look on his face, James, you got a pretty high insight. Like he wants to say something back, a little more pointed, but he's a little scared of Billy Dean.
Well, we're all a little scared of Billy Dean.
But he's just a small gnome.
So where, pray, are you traveling? Oh, he's looking at his
Westfall,
burned juggling balls.
Westfall. We're going to Kelvin's Tower.
Good.
Billy Dean just assumed that you guys are going to the tower. He'll go with you, but you know, we have to maintain appearances.
And I should warn you, the road is not kind to casual travelers any longer, even more so than it was before.
So how have you? By yourself? I was by myself, but I have KJ here.
I have traveled.
Do you have a KJ too?
Truly, the light it looks out for old Ben. I've traveled the length and breadth. Performed in Duskwood, all the way down, even to forbidden stages in Moonbrook. But I feel that my fortunes may be better served by returning to Stormwind, and perhaps if I buy a nice eye patch for her, I may be able to rejoin my friends in the circus. But what are you traveling there for?
Something that I think you might be able to help us with there, lad.
Are you a performer too? Does the pig do tricks?
He does many tricks, just ask my friends. But that's not our main goal here, nor objective. I can't speak for the gnome, of course, but the rest of us seek out the Defias Brotherhood to bring them to justice. Have you seen them?
I have seen them and had the... And you see he's trying to choose his words here carefully, James. I was able to perform before them as well, too. My one-man show. They certainly enjoy fire, perhaps even as much as what your friend the gnome does. The batons are for burning, not the balls.
Oh. Then you'd like... That's what I was thought.
As soon as you
Sorry
get
about that.
your attention is on him again, he's trying to like position himself so the batons on his backpack are not lit aflame.
So Billy Dean will start moving towards the batons though, with his hand out.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
I want to see. Here, he pulls out a coin too. Tosses a coin.
No.
Is that enough?
No. Stop him. And he's running behind the paladin at this point.
Oh, jeez.
Please do not light him on fire.
No, he said the batons light on fire, so then he can juggle the baton.
When I light them, you fool. When I do. From behind.
Perhaps it is best that we allow the entertainer to understand his trade and allow him to lead the way in that.
Well, he's going the opposite way we are going, right? He's going back towards.
I'm returning to Stormwind.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean lead our way. I meant that let him take the lead in matters of entertainment.
Probably better. I'm just a humble tailor after all. He says, well, I think we're supposed to ask what news of the road.
And he looks back at Wendell. You will find the Brotherhood aplenty, though, and the people at Sentinel Hill, they are eager for their blood, or at the very least their bandanas, and no taste for art there. All business. But it's, from what I've heard, the Gnolls may be doing the job for the militia. It seems that they are not happy with the finally decided that the Brotherhood has worn out its welcome. One of the reasons why I've decided to leave, in fact. The Gnolls, most definitely, they seem to favor show and a meal, and I prefer not to offer them both.
Of course.
Well, if you had
Interacted with the Gnolls here.
You have?
Without question.
Hoy.
Fended off a large band a day or two back.
Is the road to the Westfall garrison still open? Perhaps overnighting there. Or the Gnolls haven't burned down the Broken Crown, have they? That was the tavern that you guys stayed out at the...
Yep, not yet.
Oh.
Then, perhaps I could reach there before end of day. Maybe a little bit later.
If it starts raining, we fixed up this tower, however far back it is.
At
Tower?
the crossroads.
No, your tower was about 8 miles away from... Oh, a little more, actually.
Because if it starts raining about 10 miles or so, maybe a little... I don't know, I can't...
Yeah, like...
My miles are different than human miles.
Well, the thing is, it's also like
feet.
it's not visible from the road. Remember, it's 50 feet in, and then it's had hundreds of years of growth. So, but maybe Billy Dean offers those directions anyway, and he kind of like
we fix a door and everything. The priest helped fix a door.
How good? Huh.
Perhaps you could take a moment to share a drink and give us directions to the nearest enclave of Defias Brotherhood.
The he kind of looks back and forth. Why don't you give us a persuasion check, please? Let's see how you do here.
I mean, if persuasion doesn't work, Billy Dean can try to intimidate him.
Pretty good. So Yeah, he's just, well, a drink, you say? I am quite parched, and I have seemed to have exhausted the Moonbrook moonshine that I brought back. If you would offer perhaps a nip of dwarven brandy or the like, I might have seen somewhere where they may be lurking.
He glances at Billy Dean, and his eyes shift over to the priest and then the paladin. Obviously not going to get any drink out of these fools. So, all right, he offers up his own flask.
Well, I do have a little bit left of some Nomeragon green, but it might make your hair fall out.
Yeah. No, I'm quite fine, thank you. And he still kind of like keeps the paladin as much as he can between you and him, Billy Dean. Takes the drink from Wendell.
That was a joke. If I retire from adventuring, I'm going to become a comedian.
So what he tells you is that like Moonbrook is, if you hear that Moonbrook is a ghost town, it's a total lie. It's full of Defias. And apparently that's their, apart from the base they have in the Dead Mines, an old mining operation from years and years and years ago. Moonbrook is really the second, focal point of their operations.
Is Moonbrook in the Elwyn Forest, or is it in...
No, you can see
Westfall?
Moonbrook if you scroll down on the map to the bottom. It's the southwestern region in Westfall. And then south of that, in that mountain range, you can see...
I see it. I found it.
Yeah. That's definitely, if you want the heart of their operation, most definitely there, though they've been spreading all across. Oh, and if you see any of the harvest golems, and I think you would be at least aware of what the harvest golems are, they all seem to be broken. I don't know if they're sabotaged or not, but one chased me for 3 miles. And let me tell you, those threshing claws, they can cut more than wheat. Anyway, and he drinks another swig of your drink there, Wendell. Perhaps I should be on the way then.
All right, well, I do give him a gold piece for the trouble that I caused. Maybe you can replace your balls.
This would be a start. He tosses it in the air, puts it down, and he says,
Is gold flammable?
balls on fire, you hear him say as he's walking away from you guys. Safe travels, all.
Safe travels, friend.
Once again,
Bye-bye,
the balls.
Benagile. Bye-bye, Benagile. Nice fellow.
Then, with that, you guys have an opportunity to take a quick drink, and you guys make your way along one more hex. Now, Wendell, would you once again give us a stealth roll, please?
Oh, that's better.
Pretty good. That's awesome. All right. So what you come across as you guys are making your way along here, Wendell, you can see, almost, you get to almost within like 20 feet of them. And I'm picturing you're about maybe 100 feet ahead of the party. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So you're sneaking along through it, and what you can see is a group of 3 gnolls. They seem to be sitting and enjoying kind of a meal, and kind of like that chittering gnollish language, talking back and forth to each other. And you carefully study over, and you can see that there are 2 that are watching the road as well.
They're in the woods.
Yes, on the once again on the north side of the trail, and there are. If you look around, Jesus, there's got to be. Where's my right up here? There we go. There has got to be at least 10, maybe 15 gnolls that are all sort of waiting
for a ambush or something?
Definitely waiting to ambush someone on the road here. Now, they...
Right.
The gnolls... This is a lot of gnolls for this range, too. Even for this stretch of woods. They're not uncommon here, but this many bands, this close to Westfall, it's unusual. So, you sneak up and you see this happening. What do you do? They don't seem to be on board.
Can I tell how long they've been here?
It looks to you... give us a perception check. Let's see how much you can pick up here.
A 5. Need a 5.
These are definitely gnolls. Now, you can spend... You guys have 8 points of Astonishing Fortune. You could spend 2 to re-roll that if you want to try and get a better gauge on like what their state of readiness is.
No, not really. I guess my first thought was, how did the performer get past him without being ambushed? But maybe he just didn't have enough, or maybe he came before they got here. Since I'm a trusting sort, I'll just decide that. I'm going to sneak back to the others and see if we can't come up with a way to bypass it or trigger it in a way that doesn't affect us. Maybe some sort of loop-de-loop or something like that. See what the other guys think.
So let's consider... I see that we're right at our halfway point. Let's take our mid-session break right now, and we'll consider... You guys come up with some ideas for how you want to deal with this ambushing group of gnolls. So for those listening at home, we'll be back.
15?
Sorry?
10 to 15 gnolls.
10 to 15 gnolls is what Wendell says, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So then for those listening at home, we'll be back momentarily. So back in 5 minutes, guys.
What? Weird. I am back.
We got a way to sneak past these guys, or what?
Yeah, I don't think we can take on 15 of these creatures. I mean, Billy Dean is willing to sacrifice his chicken or his orc to run in there and run in the camp randomly and be a distraction while we go by. And maybe we won't have to deal with all of them at the same time, or at least maybe even sneak totally past them. As a
Did you
good
say
Hassan,
orc?
I have so as a gnome you can have 3 clockwork creatures, and then 2 you can have like either a little mechanical toy, a fire starter, which I don't need, and a music box, which he has for sentimental reasons. But he has a like, and you could say like could be like a person, so I made it like a toy orc, little mechanical toy orc, and it just walks around randomly. That's a part that the walk around randomly. Well, that could backfire on us, but it could be a distraction.
So, it sounds like you guys are coming up with a plan to deal with these gnolls lurking up ahead.
Like a good hose and hammer, Billy Dean would say, I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice my chicken or my orc, my little orky guy. I mean, the paint job's not that good anyway, but it'll cost you 10 gold.
What do you guys think? Yeah, we're waiting for.
I mean, that's just because
too.
I have to get more materials when we get to Sentinel Hill and make it again. It's at cost. I'm not making any money off of this.
Wendell, what do you think?
Well, looking around, I don't really think we're going to be able to sneak too easily without a distraction of some sort. I'm not going to get into the contracts of the necessities of sacrificing any toys, but if he wants to, if that's a way to do unless anyone else has anything they want to do to try and get a distraction.
He says, what KJ also has this ability that he can put darkness, like if I were to lay down like 5 of me wide in a circle. No, is that right? My math should be better because I'm smart. No. 5 of me is a radius of 30 feet or so.
So you guys are
that's human feet.
Andrew, they are discussing how best to deal with this Knoll on the road problem.
Yes, apologies for my late
No, it's
return.
fine. Billy Dean had a lot of good ideas.
I mean, I could blow them up or try. Oh. Ooh.
Well,
So I don't know if Enric would like to spell them.
There's a lot about Enric you'll learn that you would be surprised at how okay he is.
Well, I don't have a problem sneaking off the road and bypassing these gnolls, but
Well, right now it's still King Rin, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, well, Rin is not your typical like paladin, right? So he's kind of brash and Anduin is more like the goody goody.
I don't know if Rin is a paladin. I think he'd be a
Oh,
warrior.
maybe not.
Yeah, because he was a
Okay.
gladiator for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I say let's go with the simple. Keep it simple. Why don't you throw your send your toy up there, and then maybe your KJ fellow can use his darkness, and we can try to use that as a distraction to sneak by along the southern side of the road.
Distraction works. Lord knows I'm not stealthy.
Well, part of me is okay with trying to circumnavigate this with no violence, but the other part of me is concerned that if we don't take care of this knoll trap, those who come behind us may be ill-prepared to handle them.
They may have no hope.
Do you think we could deal with these gnolls, Wendell? Or are we forced to try and take the peaceful route?
Elwyn Forest and Westfall are much too large for the band of Carruthers to deal with all issues that might befall those behind us. That's what he calls the group, the Band of Carruthers, if you guys didn't know. We're not Band of Brothers, we're a Band of Carruthers.
Okay.
I thought they were like Billy Dean's escort to the tower.
I'm pretty sure Billy Dean thinks that, but
Oh, he definitely thinks
Just
that.
my Friday night pun fest is just now I'm just convinced that all of you assholes are in on this.
I'm getting
question.
suggestions and emails from viewers now. No joke.
Oh, really?
Oh, great,
awesome.
guys.
That's pretty
Thanks.
great.
That's wonderful.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you.
Did you
everyone.
tell Carl to pick this name specifically on that basis?
Was it Billy Dean?
Yeah.
No, that's 100% Carl.
No, it's me. It's actually one of my characters in WoW. It's one of my
Oh, okay.
my warlock alt, my gnome warlock alt. But he's demonology, not destruction. I thought demonology was too weird. Destruction seemed more straightforward.
So we could say, in fairness,
Oh, I
that the thing of facing us on the path is Noel, your lover. That was bad. That was terrible.
Hey, but you're easing into it. You know? No, it's no problem.
that was horrible.
Yeah, that was horrible. I feel bad.
All right.
There's no judgment here.
God damn it.
All right, just give me 1 second. I'm just getting everyone set up so you guys can actually respond to where they actually are on the map.
Oh, we don't need a map. Don't worry about it. I'm sure this plan will just work.
I love it because your stealthiest party member is rolling at disadvantage. So forgive me if I just, out of an abundance of caution, we'll get that shit set up right now.
Rolling with disadvantage and -1.
But the distraction. Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Billy Dean's got some stuff. Just don't. He says, well, if we do have to fight, just stay back for a little bit. Sometimes things get out of hand.
Oh, make no mistake, Gnome. I'm not worried about fighting. I'm just telling you. I am
wanna
not
check-
subtle.
Billy Dean says stay back, and Wendell glances at his rifle.
That was the plan all along.
All right, so what is better? So who is like the biggest, strongest fighter in this group of Hose and Hammer's heroes? That's the name.
Biggest, toughest? I mean, Enric is definitely the most heavily armored.
right.
Like by a country mile. Well, lots of plate mail. Is that wrong, guys, or do I have that right?
No, that's correct.
The funny
I've got
thing to me
chainmail,
is
not plate. But
but heavy armor. Yeah.
yeah.
The funny thing to me is normally it's Arlen and I that are arguing about who leads the group.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me here too,
Common
man.
thing. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's just funny. That's what we're that group that we don't really have a leader that everyone thinks they are.
Everyone thinks they're the leader.
We're all Arkansas Dave Rudabas, and we don't have a Billy the Kid.
I mean, all right. So let's see. How long does this last? Oh, okay. Well, without asking permission, Billy Dean's going to start casting a spell.
Of course he is.
I like where this is
And
going.
He's going to cast False Life on Enric.
Okay, what does that do?
It gives you temporary hit points, and he
Oh,
has
maybe
to
it's, you know,
cast.
click on the spell. It'll show up in chat, and we can all see.
Yeah, well, I was looking at it, but did it go? It's not going to matter what level because
Yeah.
well, because he has to cast it second level. Anyway, so.
Yeah, it's always heightened for.
Yep. So it's going to give him 1d4 plus 9 hit points,
Okay.
which is pretty substantial for an hour.
Jeez. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
What does it look like as you're doing this too?
It's more that purplish or greenish, depending on how you look at it. Necromantic energy from the
It's
nether.
definitely fell, so it's green. Yeah.
I see why you said that Enric may not like this spell.
But he goes, it will. Do not worry. He says, and do not. Well, actually, his voice goes down too often. Do not worry. It will give you strength and health. Well, sorta. And then he. And it manifests, and he kind of reaches out to touch you. You let him. Yeah.
Okay.
Not initially knowing what he's gonna do, I'll allow it.
I don't think I
thinking
can,
that
but-
it's not really, and then it happens.
Yep.
As soon as it takes effect and I see the aura or whatever, I turn to James and I'll be like, I feel dirty.
10 points. I guess 10 points. Yeah, I rolled a 1, so 10 points.
Just don't be
Okay.
taken in by the power, friend. Stay in the light.
They say that power corrupts. Just kidding.
Great. Almost want to do a divine sense on myself.
All right. They say
It is necromantic,
that
so-
is how you get hair in your palms, though. Then let's bring you to the map, guys.
10 temporary hit points, you said, right?
Yeah, it lasts an hour, so hopefully.
Oh, they won't last an hour.
So here we go, guys. This is where you guys are. The seam doesn't meet up smoothly here, but I didn't want to make this one bigger. You can just picture that the, what do you call it, the map road has come along here, continues on in that direction.
Step
the
on the crack.
knolls, let's see here.
Crack your mama's back.
Here. Knolls are about 250 feet away. So where you saw them, Wendell, they're on the map there, so you can feel free to reference that, and it's not going to be metagaming whatsoever. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Want to go south along the road then? And I can send the chicken out. Just walking down the road. But I probably have to get somewhat close. Maybe like here I can send the chicken to walk.
Where can you? Sorry, I've not seen
Like,
along there.
Can you get up that far though without them seeing you?
I don't know, that's a problem. Like right here. Like maybe here.
Okay.
And then I can slide down this ridge here.
Yeah, picture this is not like a cliff on the side here. This is just a slope, so it'll be difficult terrain, but you're going to be able to move up it. It doesn't prevent you from moving.
Yeah. So that's, and then I can slide down here, and then we can, I don't know.
What do you guys think?
So at least they'll
that-
kill the chicken.
Anric is flush with fell power. What?
We'll follow your lead.
Oh, like the Draenei of old.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
mind.
You slowly transform into an Eridar.
James says we'll follow your lead, and Wendell glares over at him.
Okay.
Or your lead if you like to take it.
So, guys, let's do this. Let's go on a round-for-round basis. Hold on, we need to get something a little more. This is far too optimistic music.
No,
this
this
down
is
a bit.
perfect. No
Did we
trouble.
actually
Find
do
something.
roll initiative, or did we?
I don't think you did.
No, we haven't rolled this shit yet.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's do that, though. Let's just put everyone in order so we can see everyone.
Jesus.
Let's see here.
You are that guy, aren't you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Sorry. It was gonna
Well,
happen.
it's a it's a tense situation here.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Am I rolling separate for the
Hey, what?
for the creature?
No, it's have Voidwalker or the what's his name again? BJ?
KJ.
KJ. I have
Unless you wanna
KJ
try
act
to
on your turn.
Unless you want to try to pronounce that name, I'm not good.
I'm all over it. I love difficult to pronounce
Clicked
names.
on my token, but it didn't,
Kajas Hangshua.
Yeah.
seem to work. Do you want me to roll again?
And try like
Did you
try
click on
like,
your
Just
token?
type that 5 in? I did.
Jeff, did you click your token?
I thought I did.
Oh no, I did not click my.
Do you want me
gave
to
me a
roll
false.
again, or do you want me to or just put that 5 in?
No, you can go ahead and roll again.
Dang, I don't think I clicked my
Yeah, that
token
worked that
either.
time.
Yeah, I forgot. I always tell my players to do this, and I totally screwed it up here.
Yeah, it's okay. It's the do as I say, not as I do. School of DMing here.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
there we
That's
go.
awful. Because
Okay,
I rolled a 14 the first time. But oh well.
All right. So then, James, you are up first. Just go ahead and you take a move. Now, remember, if you are trying to sneak, I believe you move half your move.
Okay. So where does the Voidwalker go? In my turn?
You're on your. Yeah, we've been having Pepperidge go on Wendell's turn, so we'll do the same thing.
I mean, James is already in the front. Yeah, he's gonna just move up by these trees and wait for everybody else to start moving because
Oh, give me a
he's
second.
not gonna lead the way. That is for sure.
Okay.
Right,
I mean,
Billy
so
Dean.
if you want to, guys, if you want to wait and like put it in a different initiative order, you could do that.
No, that's fine. I'm happy with moving to the trees there.
Okay.
Hey, you wankers! You're like going right out in front of everything.
What are you talking about?
You're just like walking right up the road, right in front of everything. They're right there. They can
What?
see down.
No, I
here.
went and hid behind the trees where I went.
Well, I told you I was going to try to get to here and let the chicken go.
Oh my god! Can't we do that from down below the slope where the trees can block them? Or, I don't know.
I don't know.
This is completely consistent with my my experience with teams in real life too. Like, okay, guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do all this thing. This is precisely what we're gonna do. It right? Yeah, sounds good. Okay, great. And everyone goes off to the left while you go to the right. So
It's the shadow run.
exactly. At least we're not rolling, 40 six-sided dice. Although Haas, now that you got your experience with Shadowrun, I want to get 3E back to the table again.
Did you play Shadowrun?
Yeah.
Jason?
I did.
Yeah, remember we played that one shot with me, you, Arlen, and who else played with us? You were playing that Adept.
Oh yes. I remember.
All right.
Kind of.
So if
It's
Wendell
been a
yells,
long
stick
fucking
to-
year. So
If Wendell yells, "Stick to the trees," then Billy Dean kind of shuffles over towards the side of the path. Like that.
okay.
All right, I'm done. I
Yeah.
did the double.
When
move
Billy
reach is
Dean
set.
says "shuffle to the trees," the Voidwalker says "trees."
Yeah, well, it's right here. It's up 10 feet in front of me. After.
Surging forward. It's like there's a great standing animation that Voidwalkers do in WoW that they just kind of
Yeah.
they
they
surge
kind of
back and forth. So
move,
it's
like-
really hard not to be doing that with myself.
So, well, the thing is too, like if he has to sacrifice his Voidwalker, that's okay. It just will cost you guys 20 more gold pieces.
Okay, let's see here. Okay,
Or I mean, at least he's got another spell spawn with him this time too. So.
okay.
All right. Well, Billy Dean moved. So Billy Dean's done. James is done, I guess.
Would you kindly?
Wendell.
Let me see here. I'm
Oh,
gonna
Billy Dean?
scroll out here.
Yeah, I'm done.
Give me a stealth check for KJ with advantage, please. So it'll be just a dexterity check. If you click on there, you should be able to just click on the dexterity stat on his character sheet.
Yeah.
Or its character sheet. Okay, let's see here.
13.
All right, so let me see. 13. Okay. So James is gone. Billy Dean's gone. Wendell, what are you doing?
Well, I am sticking with the plan.
Atta boy. Okay, Wendell's heading down. Pepperidge. There we go. And Enric, what are you doing?
I'm going to move. Oh,
I'm going to top up your laying on hands bar there.
is it not? It's already at 15. I thought worth it.
Yeah, I saw it as on your character sheet. It might be on your token. It was only at 5.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
No problem.
Ooh, shoot.
See if you thank me after I give you the reason for why you have it.
Oh, problem is they're splitting now. Which way do I? Okay, who wants me?
I want you.
4, 3. Well, I gotta go somewhere, and I gotta give my bonus to somebody.
You're going to be using it on yourself. You're the tank.
Fair. Okay, so then I guess I should go with the most direct approach. So I'll follow the others, and I'm going.
All I
to...
did was went and hid behind the tree and waited for you guys to act. So don't follow me.
Well,
I
going
mean,
with the gnome.
in game, void walkers and pets can take away aggro from warriors and paladins. It's kind of funny. Like when I see like fighting bosses, like the pet will have the aggro, and the void walker will cast its taunt.
Yeah.
It'll have the aggro, and it's kind of funny.
Now,
I mean, the void walkers and the pets get stomped.
So okay, so then I guess okay. See, if this is the most direct approach, I'll go with the rest of the group here, and I'm going to surprise, cast my aura of protection with my or take my sacred oath and chant my sacred oath to get an aura of protection.
the orb
Is there any way that would
20
be
feet.
sneaky?
Is there any way that'll be what?
It's just like
It's
it's a glyph. It's a glyph on the ground, right? or
Hobbs,
something?
it's his super stealthy giant beacon of holy light emerging from himself.
Hey, Hobbs, there is no way anything I do is stealthy, so I
Okay.
either don't do anything
Oh my god.
or
Okay, the
so
radius
Carl-
is 20, right? Or is it 10?
that?
10,
For
I
what?
think.
Yeah, it's 20-foot diameter, right?
yes, hold on a second.
That's what it was last time.
Yeah.
I was like trying to make it so we didn't have to fight these guys.
All right, so
Obviously,
fine.
James doesn't care. He wants to.
so
No,
what-
and
Why are you blaming
and-
James?
so let's very
Your fault,
briefly
Jeff.
The
we'll
plan
very
is to
briefly
come
look
over
at that
here.
where the
James, I go and hide behind
Let
this
go
tree.
of the thing.
Everybody, okay, it's his fault.
oh, the demon surges forward, the paladin.
Stupid priest.
So I double checked for visibility distance, for hearing distance for these things, and there's one like the gnolls are sort of sitting there and like they're chittering back and forth to each other, and it's sort of normal bullshit. You know, like, you know what? I just really don't fucking like Todd. And the other one's like, you're right. I fucking hate Todd too. I'm glad someone said that. I really can't. Hey, what's that over there? And you see this demon surging forward, and then you hear kind of a shout. And then one gnoll looks at the other one's like, "Did you see that?" And the one's like, "Yeah, you better get Todd."
I will correct. I mean, it won't make a difference for the gnolls seeing me, I'm sure.
Yep.
But it is actually only 10 feet.
Your radius?
My aura, yeah, at first.
Right, but it's you would have had to make noise to.
Yeah, it's like it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm
Even in
totally
game,
visible.
right?
Yeah,
Totally
one of
In
the-
game, it goes.
But Kevin, I totally understand that it's visible. That I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying for mechanics, you can only benefit from it if it's within 10. So we should
yes.
make it smaller so that we
no, that's how that is what you've got on the screen. It should be 10.
5. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I heard 20. That's why I was confused.
20 diameter, which is
okay.
wrong actually too, because it's
Ignore
25.
me. I'm.
You gotta get a game of 5e for yourself to the table pretty soon.
I'm doing this
I
other
know.
thing, Kevin. Not that thing.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna add. Here we go. So we'll add some gnolls to the thing here. Fortunately, I rolled pretty terribly for their initiative. So let's.
Fortunately, they're slow. Unfortunately, there's 20 of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only checked one side of the road, so there is that.
Oh, see, we would have ran into them anyway. It was inevitable.
Not necessarily. So could have had a sneak.
Let me have this.
I was looking forward to you guys going overland to move yourself around.
You're gonna get it. You got it.
All right.
You have it.
And let's do this here. Just so I try and remember who is acting here. And let me just quickly make a roll for these guys. Then we'll start trying to hit people. Well, none of you guys are going to keep sneaking because you are none the wiser. All right, that is a 3 for those big uns. And for the little guys, that is a 14. 15. Their
Hey,
bonus.
Kevin, I tried to make this 15-foot radius, 30-foot diameter circle over here, but I can't select it now, so I don't know what I did wrong.
What
You
did you do?
do you see circle?
I do. What are you trying to make it for?
Well, just in case I need to have the creature cast darkness.
A witch?
The creature cast darkness, maybe?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah. If we need to cast it, we'll worry about that. All right. Yeah. Well, Arlen said he was going to jump on a little later, so we may still see him. I don't know
Okay.
if I see there's someone in Discord. You may have him racing in. Ah!
Yep.
No, he's not going to make it.
Oh,
He had dog. It was a dog-related delay. I completely support that. All right. Then we're on our next round. So we've got some things here. One of them runs over. Actually, James, you're up first. What are you doing, James?
well,
So you are surrounded by a
cluster.
aura now.
I think that he. At this point, I'm going to just stick with Enric.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to delay until after he goes?
yeah, and then I'll just move with him.
Okay, so we move you down in the initiative order here. So next up is the Knoll. So Knoll, one's going to run over and tell Todd. There we go. The other one is going to sneak behind this rock and try and take an action. The rest of the Knolls will learn of what's going on, get up, get their stuff, alert the other ones. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Gonna stick with the plan. So he's going to tell the Voidwalker to move like along the edge of the trees and down. So it's gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay. That's what that does, and then he's gonna move, follow it.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
he can move. He's only moved 50 now.
Okay, and then it is Wendell's turn. What are you doing, Wendell? And Enric, you're up next. After Wendell. So Wendell, what are you doing?
Okay.
Continuing along.
Go. Wendell and Pepperidge.
All right.
Okay, then it is Enric. What are you doing?
Just gonna kind of move up slowly, but not very far, and just kind of stay. Perhaps James chides him a bit, and Enric kind of realizes, oh wait, right.
Okay.
So maybe I'll actually go into the trees a little bit more.
Okay. James, you're up now.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna move forward a bit, stay by Enric.
Okay. Then it is Biggin's turn. So Biggins are going to
Biggins are scary.
kind of get ready. Maybe he'll sneak up and get to there. Get himself ready behind that rock. Laugh to himself. Then it is top of the round. Is that right? Oh, yeah, because James went to below. All right, so top of the round then, Todd will tell the others to sort of get ready here. And he's going to move up behind here. This dude's going to go to here. Then on the Noel's turn, they'll all try to move up and hide in this shrubberies in here. Get themselves ready. They are looking forward to jumping on you guys. Oh boy. Actually, we'll move them forward to Harry around the side. And then, yeah, about there. Okay. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Okay. So. All right. So I'm gonna the Voidwalker is going to take a move action to there, and then it's going to cast Darkness Sphere.
Okay.
Probably.
So click on Darkness. The spell's on there. I've set it up on the character sheet for KJ.
The guy. Yeah. It doesn't click.
Yep. If you go to the little.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. So 60 feet away, 15-foot
Up
radius.
to 60 feet away. Yeah.
Yep. Where are you thinking?
I think I'm going to put it like around here.
Okay. So let's just do
30-foot radius.
Yeah, let's do this here. Black. So 15-foot radius. 15.
So probably like here, like centered on this open area here.
Yeah, let me think here. That's the right size, I think. Wait, no, that's not right. That's the right size. Nope. That is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay. Where would you like it centered?
That's probably good, actually.
Okay. So these shadows and darkness rise up from the ground and completely encircle that area. What's Billy Dean doing?
Billy Dean is going to do his move. How are you doing diagonal?
It's a 5e, so it just counts as 1.
Okay, so he's going to move to...
And Wendell, you'll be up next.
Hot deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
He's going to go there and release a chicken.
Nice. Okay. Bark, 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 bark. Then, Wendell, what are you doing?
Sneaking along.
Okay. And Rick?
Yes. Well, it's complete darkness. Same. Gonna go to the edge of the woods.
Okay.
But
You guys can go down the hill too. It's just a hill.
Yeah,
It's
just a hill, just
Yeah,
difficult
he said
terrain.
this is like...
And I'll
Okay.
say it's only difficult terrain going up it.
Yeah, he says going this way is like you can slide down.
Okay. So then I can go down the hill a bit, maybe, and try to bring the light, the aura, down out of range, maybe.
Okay. James, you're up next.
Yeah. So following.
And remember, you can dash if you want as well too. You're not limited to just
Yeah.
your move. If you're not
Cool.
doing anything else.
Right, that's totally true as well. So I will continue and also dash.
Okay.
Oh, well then, obviously,
Sorry,
dashing
James.
after.
Hey, Wendell, I see you sneaking up there. Mind if I bring this giant light?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I can't win.
Wendell's like
you can't
sneaking
win.
his way along,
God
you know,
damn it.
almost like a fucking cat moving across, tissue, across like cotton. Pepperidge is almost equally silent, and you spare a look back at your allies, and bling, blang, blang, and glowing like he's a firework. All right. Next is case of the big guys. With the arrival of the shadows, you can hear a shout and laughing. And they start racing in. 1, 2, 3 to try and find something to hit. Okay, so Biggin comes racing out. And it appears that there may have been more gnolls than you were aware of. They've just become aware of what's happening because no one has been able to warn them yet, so they're not going to act this turn. But then these mysterious robed gnolls move up a little bit. Let's see here.
Friggin' jerks.
Oh, we got a line of sight now. No, I don't think we do. I have to move a little further this way. Now, what's my range here? Let's see. Let us see. Can I get a 120 feet, eh? Let's see here. That is too far for that ability. There's fuck all else. Like, well, it will hold off otherwise to get in a little closer, but it wants some support first. Then this one will likewise kind of move up a little bit. And the gnolls going to I think I'll move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And let's see how many gnolls. Oh, light crossbows. So they are firing with disadvantage here. What's KJ's armor class?
Oh, I just had him up.
Oh, you know what? I want to say 13.
13. It's 13.
Is it? Yeah, because I remember entering it earlier today. Okay, so then we've got one. Actually, a lot. 1, 2, 3. So 6. 1. And I get what? Plus 3 to hit. Okay, so a 10. I need a 12 on disadvantage to hit. Oh, I hit once. But I didn't get... I did not get... what do you call it? Now, this is 7 points of damage. It's non-magical, so he has resistance to non-magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only 3 points of damage from that one. And let's see here. 4, 5, 6. That's it. What am I still rolling for? Quit cheating, Madison. So there's a flurry
3 points of damage.
That's it. The 3 points of damage, that is the extent of what they do. Everyone else is just too long of a range for them. That is it for the gnolls. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
So mean, Kevin's. Oh, I can move though.
I want to have a nice big map so you guys will be able to enjoy the ranged weapons.
How much does it cost to go into here?
To the terrain?
Yeah, how much does the terrain cost to move into?
Well, let's say it's just difficult terrain, so it costs you 2 to go in each.
Okay, so he's gonna move.
Okay.
To.
KJ gets to act this turn as well.
Yeah, I know. I want to do Billy Dean first.
Okay.
Hopefully this is enough. Oh yeah. Okay. So he's gonna target. He's gonna cast Scorching Ray. These two guys are in range.
Okay. Click on Scorching Ray.
Oh.
That's which one were you targeting?
It's at second level, so.
Yeah, but it's 120 feet, so there's only one you can possibly hit here.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay,
so I hit him twice.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your second attack then.
Is that right? I get 3, right? 3 rays.
You have to click on the spell, not the attack. That gives us the text for it.
No, that's not it. Shit. Well,
it'd be under your spell tab. I think the third one over.
I'm on spell tab, but I set it up to do
the little circle thing you got. The little extra.
Got it.
There you go. Brilliant. Okay, so cast a spell slot, third level or higher. You don't have access to third level spells, I don't think yet. So that's 3 rays.
So
yep.
3 rays.
Okay, so both of those hit.
I guess I can hit this guy, the big guy too, right? I can see
you could. Yeah, absolutely.
So, and the third one, then, and I have a. Okay.
Okay. All three are hits.
Yeah, it's fire. So I have like a proc on a fire. So just give me a sec and I try to figure it out.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to apply it this round. Just apply it next round. Because we want to make sure to keep things moving here.
Okay.
All right. So then,
and
then you've got your.
yes, yeah, 10-foot radius. I deal more necrotic damage.
Can you just click on the power? If there's a power you're using, just click on it so we can all just read it. Okay. There you go. Okay. So you have to use your bonus action to choose a creature hit by your spell. Volatile magic. It rips in a 10-foot radius around it, dealing 3 feet. So which I guess the one that is back there, right?
3
That's
damage.
pretty cool. Yeah.
3 damage to all those guys.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out.
No, it's first time.
And
these characters are more complicated than baseline 5e characters. So that's we're all
that's his
learning.
bonus action. So he moved, cast a spell.
Yeah, and then what's KJ doing?
Oh, KJ is going to. Let me see how far this. What's the radius from compel? Oh, he can't do that yet. Okay. KJ is going to then probably move into the woods also to get cover and move there.
Okay.
Wendell. There and I guess ready in action if they come and attack him.
Okay. Wendell, your turn. What are you doing?
Continue to move.
So you can hear the shouting of that demon. It's just making more grunting and shouting. And then Billy Dean made kind of a cry out, and it's the sound of fire from up there.
That guy's just out of range. Damn it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wendell's carrying on with his plan here.
I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
the hill. There's just it's going on. There's a distraction happening.
You have like a little.
Stranger gnome. We just met him anyway, so I guess
You have like a token for the chicken.
So what does the chicken actually do?
It can move. It moves 5 feet in a random direction. So if I let it go like over here, it's like moves 5 feet.
I think that with the Voidwalker there, I don't.
Yeah, they're not.
It's not a priority target for the gnolls.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely out there. All right, then it is Enric. What are you doing, Enric? You can hear the sound of battle and the sound of sorcery going off.
Yeah. Perhaps Wendell gave Enric a foul look of like, God damn it. Feeling like he just can't get anything right. He's going to turn and James is there too, so he's got to protect James now too. And he's going to move closer to the fucking hill again. Yeah, if he's going to be distracting, or if he's going to be like obnoxious, then he might as well get closer to the actual
So again,
distraction.
you can dash as well too. Like you don't.
Yeah, no, I'll hold.
Okay. Then James, what are you doing?
Well, now that Enric is going that way, I don't think I'm going to move back towards the knoll. So I'm going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 along the base of the hill here.
Okay. Then it is. The Brute's turn here. So No Brute is going to. He's going to start racing up 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So you can actually get right into where the Voidwalker is. Yeah! He goes racing up. The Ultra Brute is. I think they can see that's happening, so he's going to start running out too. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. It's racing straight. Then the other guys. All right, we got one that is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see here. Oh, not quite close enough. Oh, you know what he's going to do is no, he'll do nothing of the sort. This other one is going to move a little bit, and then it casts, turns and casts some kind of, says something in a foul language, and it kind of gestures at the other gnoll. And that injured gnoll is restored some hit points. And the gnolls are going to, again, do kind of covering fire thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, so let's see here. KJ, hit. Well, the first one, 7 points of damage again, so it's 3 points that gets through. It's 2, 3, 4. That's a hit as well. No, that's not. 5, 6. My brain always wants to go to the higher one, right?
On disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then these are going to take a position here to figure out what the hell's going on. So are these. And this one's going to move up. And move up. Move up. And move up. Okay. Then it is Billy Dean's turn.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna. I think this guy's close now. Closer now. Damn it. With Firebolt. Yep. Okay. So he's gonna cast a Firebolt at this lead guy here.
Okay. So go ahead and click on the attack.
Yep. God damn it. I closed my character.
Sizzles past me. You got 8 points of Astonishing Fortune. You can spend 2 to re-roll if you like.
I will spend 2 to re-roll.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Oh, better.
All right. Then it is.
And then, so he takes 7 points, and then the one's in 10 feet radius.
Oh, yeah,
his
right.
Bonus action to do.
Right.
Okay. Only one guy, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then he's gonna probably start moving to here.
And then what is KJ doing?
KJ is gonna fight that creature.
Go ahead.
So it's gonna attack that guy. I should have my attacks on here, right?
Yep, my attacks are on there. It's I think it's a claw.
Slam.
He's got. Oh, nat 1. So
Bummer.
tries to get in. Seems he's a little out of practice. Wendell,
Yep.
how you doing?
All right. The distraction is going perfectly.
Are you gonna hopefully gonna flank him and kill him all, right? Oh Jesus, a lot of people.
Sticking to the plan. Never let it be said dwarves aren't stubborn. All right. Then, Andrek, what are you doing?
Not sticking to the plan, not veering from the plan, and not really being all that useful either.
I'd actually moved my screen when James took his turn because I was getting ready to go with the Knolls. I didn't realize that James was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, he moved away from the fucking paladin of nonsense.
I think fucking there's Voidwalker. Screw it. Boom. Gonna run in and help this Voidwalker.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay.
Why not?
Is that you had to move and dash to get there? Is that right?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to do anything else.
James, you've seen Enric just come running in to fight this big, massive gnoll side by side with a demon, and Billy Dean seems to be kind of like running away. What are you doing, James?
Yeah. I mean, Billy Dino sacrifices Voidwalker. It cost me 50 gold, so, but whatever. I think that's what it says.
I'm just gonna So how steep is the hill, Kevin?
It's only difficult terrain.
No, I understand that, but like I'm trying to gauge how far away do I have to be to see up the slope? Like right now, I'm really close to it.
I think you and like what is it that you're wondering whether you can see it?
I just want to keep Enric in view.
Definitely, you have him in view right now. Yeah, and if you
I was just gonna move like over here.
I mean, there's a big, giant, glowing orb surrounding him.
No, I understand, but yeah.
Anything else you're doing other than moving?
I'm gonna. Well, I'll take the dodge action just in case.
All right. No brute time. Okay, so this thing has a huge great club with it. And it brings it down.
What does a protection aura do?
You get it's basically
DR3.
Or
okay.
Yeah, it's DR3, and then yours gives 2.
DR2.
Oh yeah, because your feet gives a 3.
It's based on my charisma modifier.
Right. Okay. All right.
So we subtract 2 and then divide by 2.
Okay.
Which is magical.
Let's see here. Then it is okay. So this thing has a. I need a 9 to hit KJ. Jack dice. Nat 1. Yeah. Oh. It seems to trade off nat 1s with it. Then
they're all like they're pulling all these bushes and trees around.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
The other brute is coming charging in. Then it is these other one's turn. So let's see here. Now I know where I need to be, so I'll move up just a scooch here, and then it unleashes a lightning blast at the Voidwalker. Now, I had that open and then got distracted by something shiny. I know what color the spells are. Here we go. I do need to make an attack roll. On a hit, it's lightning damage. Mm-hmm. All right, so Mystic. +4 to hit. Okay, so I got, just on the nose, 9 and 13. So there's no damage reduction against this, but there's no resistance against this, but there is DR that applies. So that is 5 points of damage, reduced down to 3. So he just takes 3 points of damage as this lightning shoots from the end of the staff of this knoll. Mm-hmm. And the other one is going to, move up as well. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll see if this is a Warcraft spell or it isn't. God dang it. All right. Next time, going to set out, here's what I promise to do. Between now and next Friday, I'm going to set out all the magic cards for every single one of the spells of any enemy you guys will potentially encounter. So I will not have to. It's not that many. They end up repeating a lot of the same spells. But I want to make sure I'm prepped completely for next time. It's not in here. All right, so he's not going to use that spell. I'll look it up next time.
I love those spell cards for my...
Oh, they're so good. Yeah,
they're so useful.
I love it's honestly it's such a petty little thing, but like the spell cards and the handout cards and the bestiary and the monster cards for Pathfinder 2 is one of the main reasons I want to run it in person. It's a cool game as well too, but like 5e is a little lighter on its feet.
Well, I got several new players in my game who've never played before, and they're just really helpful for them to figure out what the heck to do with their character.
Okay, so they're moving up a little bit. No one's doing any lightning shit beyond that one. Then it is... no time like the... and I think this time... It's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this time you're actually in short range, so I'm not rolling with disadvantage. Yep. Okay, so I got 6 attacks. I can just roll these all at once. Apparently one of them's on the floor. Goddamn thing go. I'll roll these. That is... let's roll a nat 20 on the floor, guys. Not not counting it, but 3 hits. So that is, and I'll do the math for you ahead of time. So that is, let's see here, 5 down to 3. That's 1 point of damage from the first one. That is 6, 3 points of damage from the second one, and that is 5. 1 point of damage from the third one.
So 5.
Okay, so 5 points of damage, and then the last 2 shots, one of them hits, and he takes 1 point of damage after deducting everything.
Okay.
All right. And these ones, let's see here. James, you're hidden. Wendell, give us a stealth check, will you? Please. And you're going to have advantage. We're going to take just the first roll because you don't have disadvantage on this roll. You got some pretty deep cover you're in there. 13, nice. They're completely oblivious to you. They're only thinking about getting at these other guys. Let's move them up. All these gnolls up here. All right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm going to fire 4 at Enric. Enric, your AC currently is an 18, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Miss. Oh, not 20. No, it's disadvantage. So miss. One more. Miss. Okay, so the arrows are coming flying in towards you, and then against the Void Walker. Miss. And miss. That one's not going to do it. All right, so the air is just thick with these gnoll crossbow bolts, and they seem all quite eager to get in and engage with you guys. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
Billy Dean. Well, I'll do the Void Walker first.
Yep.
It's easy. Oh, not 20.
Nice. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. So
Yep.
8 hammers on the top of this. You can hear the brute staggers back. Its grip on its club kind of weakens for a moment.
And Billy Dean is going to target this one with the Shadow Bolt since it's closer now.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Of course, I got to switch to spells. But I put it in there, so.
You drag and dropped it in. They should
Oh,
show.
son of a bitch.
Oh, shoot. So this.
Well, how many? I already used. Do you guys mind if I use another thing?
Never.
Use because then I
Dawn's
can.
Fortune? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, reroll. Okay, because then I can. Yes, better. Oh, much better.
Yes,
So
that
6
hits.
point- And then it's shadow, so shadow and fire. I can make it go boom. So they take these guys within 10 feet radius take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so it hits and kind of explodes out like a dust bomb. They all.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
And then
Okay.
and Billy Dean's gonna slide down.
Kind of cackles, I'm imagining. Yeah!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Wendell.
Got one.
You seem to be completely hidden from these guys right now. What are you thinking?
Let's keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Can Billy Dean still see like this guy? I can't see these guys. Can you see this guy still or no?
Which guy? The brute?
the
Yep.
brute?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right. Then it is Enric's turn. What are you doing, Enric?
I'm going to smack this thing with my hammer.
Yay.
From the way you were saying it, and probably because it's just been a long fucking week, it sounded like you were going to break into song. I'm going to. Like, yes! This is the level of energy I need at 10 o'clock on a Friday night.
Smack this thing next week.
Yeah.
Here I come to smack this thing.
All right, so I got my shield out, so I guess one-handed
Okay.
on this thing.
Yeah.
Solid hit. Holy smokes. So it was recovering from that hit that KJ delivered to it, and you saw an opening and just bam, hammer this thing across the face. One or two fangs kind of come out of it. And do you have anything else you're doing?
That's all I really
No
can
bonus
do.
action?
Yeah, bonus action
No.
Okay.
to heal, like heal the woodwalker.
Here we go.
I don't think lay on hands is.
No, it's not. It's only for yourself.
I think it's a
yeah.
good idea to definitely try and cast Radiant Power on the Void Walker.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to bounce off of it and attack me at all.
Less that, more than it's vulnerable to it. So instead of healing it, you'll blow it up.
Oh, right. Actually, I should put my temporary hit points on there too, so we know
Yep.
they're on there.
Yep.
yep.
James, what are you doing?
Toll the bell or something.
Well, the problem is that if I heal, would I heal the demon?
I don't think you can. Well, it's not radiant
What?
damage, right? It's
Yeah.
radiant. It's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Yeah, it takes. If it takes healing, I'm assuming it would be radiant. It's just like undead, right? Like if you cast.
Oh, okay, so you can't heal it. Okay.
Really? How do they heal then?
You do cause damage on, or cause. I think there's a soul siphon. I think is one of your abilities as well. At least in the MMO.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet.
You,
I don't have it yet.
Oh.
That's something else. But
okay.
There's so many of them.
They don't seem to be aware of you either, James, at this point.
I know. Do I have any spell to communicate?
Animal messenger. The sparrow comes flying up in front of Enric. Hi! Look, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, like get the hell out of here. What's the range? 60 feet. Okay. I guess I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Enric.
Okay. Actually, click on that. See what it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So that's only a bonus action.
oh, nice. Ah, you still got less to do.
Nice. Enric has an AC of 20 right now.
AC of 20
Oh,
and
whoops, I didn't
DR
click on it
5.
again.
Yeah.
Come
Yep.
at me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going.
So you still have an action and a move available to you. What are you doing, James?
I'm gonna move away from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna move deeper into the trees over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got this.
I'm gonna move to here. Yeah. Hey, I gave him something before I ran away.
I 100% agree. Okay. Do you
Problem is, does Enric feel? Oh, never mind.
do you have any action you wish to do?
The demon's with you, Enric. The demon's with you.
No, I'm not gonna do an action this turn. I would have healed the demon, but I can't. So
Okay. So last one to hit it is Enric. So I think he's going to try and whack Enric with the great
Yeah, I
club.
forgot. Sorry, Enric. I thought you. I forgot to use
I'm
my
not
compel.
worried. I mean, AC 20, DR 5 plus
Yeah.
10 hit
Yeah,
points.
38 hit points.
Aces.
Well, let's see here. So
yeah. Never felt better. He has never felt better.
I need to roll a 16 to hit you. I roll a 19. Sorry. So
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
oof. All right, so you're going to take, let's see here. That is 11 minus 5 brings it
Six.
down to 6.
points.
So 6 points of damage.
Oh, kind of went the other way on that one. Hold on a second.
So let's see here. 1, 2.
I absorb your.
Okay, so the other brute comes charging in. Is not able to get an attack off. Then the baddies. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. I think that's all he needs to do. These little shits are gonna rain down some lightning. So 1 on KJ. It's a 3 is a miss. Oops, shit. And then the other one is on Enric. Eric is a miss as well too. Lightning plays in, but it hits your barrier like it's hitting like a what do you call it? Not a Tesla coil, but what are those? The balls you put your hand on. What are they called again?
Oh yeah. Those little electric. Yeah. Make the hair go up on.
Coil. You're right. Tesla coil.
Is it Tesla coil? Okay. 3. Or I will defer to the only scientist here to confirm.
Well, I don't know. That's not really. It's like more history than science.
Oh, okay.
It's like.
So these
I
others
mean, it's
are-
like.
This is why I love
I'm
your
going to
Carl.
correct
I
you.
give you a compliment. You're like,
shaded
I'm
things.
not sure I
Actually-
deserve it.
Well, actually.
Okay, so then these others are still going to. Here's what I'd like is because they're getting a little closer right now. I need. Well, they know Billy Dean's there. Yeah, they for sure because of the exploding bolts. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. They're running after the gnome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd like James and. Ooh, boy, you're close there, James. James and Wendell to each give us a stealth check with advantage. So yours will just net out in the wash there, Wendell.
Nice.
You want to spend Astonishing Fortune on that?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you said it was with advantage.
But Wendell has
Mine's just in the
disadvantage.
first roll.
Oh,
Heavy armor.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so James, you're well hidden. You see these things are running down. They see both. I'm going to have 2 shots at Billy Dean, 2 shots at Wendell. But Wendell, you're going to have cover here. Which cover grants what? +2 to AC? +4?
I think it's just disadvantage.
No.
Disadvantage. No, cover is different.
Cover's
yeah.
the only thing in 5e where you actually do math. So I'll give you.
That's not confusing.
It really isn't. Like it's the one thing in it where you still have to actually add numbers to the modifiers. I think it's because they like otherwise you can't have half.
It's too powerful.
Yeah, half cover, quarter cover, full cover.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you half cover on this, which is +2 to your AC.
I brought this book.
Got 2. Let's see here. So 2 shots on you there, Billy Dean. Your AC is
12.
Only 1 hit.
Okay.
Okay. For 9 points of damage, though. Do you have anything that triggers in response to getting injured?
Nope. I don't have shield. or
Warlocks
anything, no.
tend to have really pointy bits on you, so. And then Wendell, your AC is currently an 18 with your cover. So it's going to rare. Neither of them hits. But they definitely, you have been alerted to them being aware of where you are right now. That is it for the gnolls. Making sure I didn't forget anybody. And it's only these ones on the bottom here that seem to have spotted you. Just FYI.
These guys here?
Yeah, I'll put blue dots on the ones that have spotted. The other ones are not aware yet. Then it is, speaking of Billy Dean. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so I'll do KJ first because that's easier.
Okay.
So he's going to slam the creature.
Okay. That is a hit. Oh, gosh.
5 points.
Yeah. This thing seems nearly down.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to make it attack. To use that compelled duel. So that's needs a will save.
So yeah, just click on
DC
the
12.
power.
Yep.
All right.
So will save, and then or attacks him.
Sorry, which one though? Injured one or the non-injured one?
Yeah. I'll do the non-injured one so it doesn't slide over.
Sure.
Attack.
Okay.
Attack
So
ended.
tries to warp its mind to attack it, and then what's Billy Dean doing?
Billy Dean is. Well, the first thing he's going to do. I was going to do this. Well, he's going to move.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So like move behind cover,
Okay.
and then I guess he's going to. Hopefully this doesn't kill him, but you know. So he's going to cast. He can do this thing called Life Tap.
Okay, so let's click on the power. Let's see here.
And
Sacrifice.
he can cause 1d6 damage to him and then get a spell slot back. Oh wait, wait.
1d6 per spell level. So you currently cast at level 2.
Oh
so
yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Just gonna kill him. All right. Can you see? Can you see any?
Billy Dean looks and
Can he see? He would. I guess I would have done it. Yeah. If I had not been injured. Can I see these guys or can I not?
the
Can I
ones
see
that,
any?
yeah, the ones that with the blue dots, definitely.
All right. Well, he's gonna, I guess, at least shadow bolt them in return.
Shadow is 60-foot radius.
60 feet. I
Yeah.
can't.
Oh no, that one you can. That one you can.
That one. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So shadow bolt that guy.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Too bad. It's good damage too.
All right.
All right.
Is that it for Billy Dean?
Yeah, he moved and cast. So
Wendell.
All right.
So the
These
two on the
guys-
left are the ones, the two with the blue dots on the left, those are the ones that fired at you.
These guys bit off more they can chew here. So maybe I'll get behind this tree with Pepperidge behind me.
I should have shot that one.
Actually behind the trunk, and I will fire at this closest guy.
Okay. So I'll give you 3/4 cover now,
All right.
which is I think plus 4 to your, no, plus 5 to your AC. Okay. And are you using any of your other nifty shit?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to use all my nifty shit.
So he is 85 feet away from you. I think your, what's your rifle's range? Isn't it like 120?
Very long.
I don't know. How do I know what that is?
If you click on it, I think I entered the range of it on there. Musket, ammunition, reload. I did not. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, we were 120. There you go. Now, was that your shot?
Yeah, but I was planning on doing that, and I was going to add the bonus action.
The
of,
sharpshooter?
Yeah, I had the sharpshooter, but I was also going to careful aim here.
Okay. I can tell you right now, you've already blown its head off, so
Yeah.
that's one single shot. Pow! That one is down. Awesome damage. Do you have any other action? Oh, Pepperidge. What's Pepperidge doing?
Oh, Pepperidge is like frustratingly staying back and trying to calm her. Back, Pepperidge. Down.
His little
boy.
hooves digging in. All right. Enric, what are you doing? Excuse me, what are you doing?
I think it's time to GTFO. So, but I can't waste an action to disengage. This guy looks like he's pretty much good to die. So,
Yeah, I mean, like I
him.
try to compel this guy, so hopefully that works. But
that was the guy with the more health, right? Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna continue attacking the guy in front of, or with lower health.
Go ahead.
Oh
up.
no!
Ugh. Nope. You guys have 4 points of astonishing fortune.
Okay. Any objections?
no, use it.
Because then
I think you could kill that thing. Oh, I thought that you were.
no, I'm going now.
No, not yet.
Ah,
Not quite good enough, unfortunately. Ugh.
damn it!
All right, so you swing and it hits up. It does connect, but it hits this thing's leather armor. Not a meaningful shot. Any other? Are you moving?
I can't without. You know what? Actually, fuck it.
Your AC is 20.
My AC's 20. He's not gonna hit shit. So I'm sorry, audience.
Famous
I'm
last
swearing like a sailor tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna break and bring on the opportunity attack. Fine.
Okay.
And I'll go my full
Miss.
5, 10, 15,
I thought
20,
just in case I
25.
rolled a 20, I wanted to roll in chat. All right, so yeah, this thing, punch drunk from the hit that you and the KJ gave it. It swings at you and wildly misses. Is that it for you, Enric?
Yeah.
Okay, James, what are you doing? They seem to be unaware of you. They're
Which I
firing.
liked. I'm happy about.
From where I've got your things positioned right now, guys, it looks like Hobbs was turning and talking directly to you while you were looking at him, James or Jeff.
So funny, yeah.
Okay, so let's move. They haven't seen me yet, so I kind of, you know what? I can't tell how injured. It's problem with this map when I'm zoomed out. It's hard to see people's.
Let me see.
Okay, Billy Dean is quite hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see him?
Yes, you can. Billy Dean has been very noticeable. There's fire and shadow
There's
coming
fire
out of
shooting
him.
from him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little closer.
He's like a
Oops.
Balrog that sings falsetto.
I'm gonna move a little closer to him, and then I'm going to use my my channel divinity. Sounds good.
Is that the one that you heal your
Yeah.
light comes
Prayer
from?
of healing. This
Okay.
one. Second level.
Child to heal those badly injured. Yep, is he within 30 feet? So you got 15 points of channel divinity. You know what? Do you want? We did this for the lay on hands thing too. Boom.
I mean, I guess it's technically. I mean, I can only do it once per rest, so I'm just fill him up, right?
Sure.
9
Yeah.
points.
If you want to get rid of all of it, absolutely.
Yeah, you just can't do more than half of a creature's hit points. So
You can't do 12, right? So
yeah, so it can do up to 12. So you're. I think it says that, doesn't it?
This feature can restore
no more than
a-
half of your total.
No, it can
Like,
restore
so-
a creature to no more than half its hit point maximum.
Oh.
So it's intended for like when they're teetering on like the low point. You can use this to
Oh.
top them up.
I always thought it meant, okay, I misread that. I thought it said like you could only do half of their hit points. Oh,
Yeah.
so then I should use a spell like ooh, but that would draw attention more.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. This. It's not within 30 feet. I think you could use this on KJ. It's not healing and it doesn't have a harm equivalent, so I don't think it's doing radiant effect.
Oh, but he's not like near death either.
No, he's below half though.
below half.
As long as it's below
Oh.
half, you can top him up
No,
to.
no, but then I can only set him to half, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No.
It's at 9.
Okay, then I'm just going to instead, since I would actually, my character would know how that thing works.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Instead, I'm going to try and sneak from this group of trees, sort of to the next one. So I'm
Okay.
going to try to stealth.
Sure.
Instead
Just-
of going that way, I'm going to try and stealth this way.
Okay. Ooh. There's a lot of cover in between there. Give us another.
Stealth.
Yeah, I give stealth
roll?
with advantage. Let's give you advantage. Let's live a little here. Looks like you needed to. So yeah, that's. Oh shit!
Why did it roll twice?
You said you even have that issue with your double click, right?
Oh, yeah. Stupid
Fuck.
mouse.
So your best roll is a 10, which is actually enough. They've seen you, and you hear them kind of chittering at that. All right, now it is Brutnol. Let's see
Don't
here.
worry
So,
about it, James. I got you. I can definitely make enough noise to
All right.
distract them.
the one that's near on the edge of death just hit KJ. KJ takes, that is 6. Oh, hold on. Plus 2, so that is 8 points of damage down to 4.
4.
And then the other one is going to try and hit him as well. They're too stupid to flank. Does not hit him.
Good.
Then we got the 2 gnolls are screaming something out at the others, and they're both going to try and cast a lightning blast on him. Only one of them hits, so this will be full damage on him. 9 points of damage.
So KJ just goes back into the void, I guess.
Spins around those. Sure, what do you call it? The bracers drop to the ground.
Yep.
Then these others are going to go over here and over here. Now, they're not in range of anything yet. And they're going to have to spend their round kind of orienting themselves, so I don't think that's it for them. The others, let's see here. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go to here for now. And get shots off on our errant paladin here. Fuck, one of them actually hits. Whether it damages you is another question. That is 6 points of damage, which means you take 1. Then
I
these
still have 1 bonus hit point.
others are going to come, I guess, racing down this way.
Bunch.
Yeah, some on these guys. Set them up there. Move these idiots over here. They're going to have to orient. Oh, no, they can see the paladin for sure. Neither of those hits you. 2 more. Poof, poof. Between your magic, James's protective prayer, and the divine ore and your plate armor, you are protected. Then we've got, let's see here, 1, 2. No, they already fired. I got 1 that's going to fire at Billy Dean. Billy Dean's got cover. Oh, that still hits, I think, Billy Dean, even with cover. Billy Dean, you take 4 points of damage. Okay. Whack! And I got 2 shooting at... Oh, James is a closer target now. Oh, boy. 2 at James. James, you got AC 13. Shit, both of those hit. James, you take 4 points of damage and 4 points of damage. Then I got 1, 2, 3. These ones will... Let's see here. Shit, I got 2 more at James. And then I got 1, 2, 3 at Wendell. James, I am giving you cover as well, too, for your tree, even though you weren't hidden. Shit, 1 more hits James. James, that's 8 points of damage that time.
Holy shit. 1 round, I'm almost dead. They finally see me and I die.
No, but now you can use your ability.
Now you got something to heal.
Yeah.
Now you can heal, yeah.
Okay, and I got 2 against Wendell. Even with that, it's a miss. Wendell, you currently have a 21 AC. Belladine, what are you doing?
Okay. Well, I guess he's going to try to shoot the closest one, like shadow bolt the closest one.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Do...
Oh, nice.
Oh, you use your spells, I guess. Do warlocks in the WoW build have hex?
Have what?
Hex?
Yeah, I didn't get it though.
Okay.
I didn't take it.
Okay, so that's a hit. Blows a hole through that
And then
one.
this guy takes 3 points
Yep.
of damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then he's going to shoot that guy and then try to move into the trees, I guess.
Okay. Wendell, what are you doing?
I am going to return fire.
Nice.
Were these guys shooting here?
Yes, there's two of the ones over there were firing at you, and 3 of them are firing at James. 2 of the ones up here fired at you. Or no, fired at James, actually, because he was closer. These ones
guess I'll
here
try
have,
and-
like, lightning, coming from their
Yeah.
paws.
I think I'm going to try and take one of these dudes out.
Yeah.
I'll get advantage
Okay.
on the shot again.
Okay.
Careful. It's not careful aim, is it? No, it's a constant, steady attack.
There we go.
I guess I'll also carefully aim.
Okay.
What the hell? Might as well.
That is a solid hit. Holy shit. 24 points of damage from 1 hit. What does it look like as this one goes down?
I think it's like maybe his head is turned, eyes, sparking a bit from the lightning, and then all of a sudden you see a shot go right through his head.
Nice.
It all fades away.
All right.
And he killed the leader.
He
that
sort of
could
just
run.
ran over the edge, too, to kind of run down at you guys. And then bam, 1 crack shot. Anything else? Or is Pepperidge
No, that
still...
was my bonus action. Yeah, Pepperidge is still pawing to get out there. Head snapping
Nice.
around.
Enric, what are you doing?
All right, let's see if I can pull all this off. I'm gonna keep moving, but as I start moving, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna move as if I'm throwing the shield. The shield's not going anywhere.
Yep.
But the
Nice. Okay.
my Avengers shield at this son of a bitch here.
Oh, good call.
Nice.
it's not much damage. It'll be a maximum of 3 if he
Nat
fails to
1
save.
on my save, and he only has 1 hit point left. What does it look like as he dies?
He would have died
Good
anyway.
shot.
I imagine that this ethereal shield that shoots out from mine just lobs his head right off as it
Nice.
goes through him. And then I'm going to
If only you had that talent where it bounces around.
yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Trying to get closer to James. And as a bonus action, because I can't get to him in time, but I'll do what I can for him, I'm going to throw out a casting of Shield of Faith on James. I can't do much from this distance, but I can give you +2 AC.
Nice. So you guys both have concentration, or both have it on each other right now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gave it to each other. That's funny.
Yeah.
All's fair return, my friends. I'm coming.
James,
Oh gosh. All right.
hope you can heal yourself.
Okay. Now it is James's turn. What are you doing, James? Besides bleeding.
Okay. Let's cast. I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Nice. Upcasting, or are you keeping it at first level?
Yeah, I might as well cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. Nice. 11. 16 points back. You're back at full.
wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Truly blessed by the light there, Brother Crowley.
Right.
So what does it look like as you...
I think it's like he pulls the arrows or the bolts out, and then sort of like as he's doing it, he's saying his prayer, and it's the wounds are just healing over with light.
Love it. Okay. You still have a bonus action if you like. And a move if you like.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move farther away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. This map is huge.
Yeah.
I'm going to move farther. I realize it's kind of like right by the stitch, but I'm gonna move towards Wendell.
Okay.
So I'll move to the edge of this tree this turn. I won't cross the.
Yep. One cross threshold.
Yeah.
All right. So we got one Barut who just saw his fellow fall. And one thing you noticed, Enric, as you did that, this thing, it sort of spasmodically leapt forward to try and bite. And if you had been next to it as it died, you have no doubt that it would have sank its hyena-like jaws into you. Something to bear in mind when facing another. This one, 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not quite able to make it to you. It's coming in, wielding that giant club.
Oh, don't be angry.
Then it is, so these little guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think they can see anything, so I have to move again. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can now see from the top. The other one, holy shit, did not like seeing its friend's head explode. It is going to run for cover behind this thing. And, yeah, hold an action to try and cast a spell. Then it is the rest of the gnolls. All right. Now, boy, they really want to get into melee, but it's just been so effective with this ranged fire. So I got 1, 2, 3. James, did you spend an action casting a spell, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so then I'll give you 2 points of cover from it. Enric, you're sort of in the trees there, so I'll give you 2 points of cover, I think, from their missile attack. Oh, yeah, Billy Dean, you're back with 2 points of cover as well. Let's do 3 shots at Billy Dean first. But Billy Dean, you got 14 AC right now. So I actually need a 12 to hit you. All of them miss. You're running through the bushes laughing as these bolts are flying through the trees, leaves falling around you. We got 1, 2, 3 shooting at James. Let's see here. James with your cover. Thunk, thunk, thunk. You can hear him hitting
Cover, and he's also got the +2 Shield of Faith, too.
Oh, yeah, right. I got 2 shooting at Enric.
Yeah, bring it on. 22 AC,
Yeah,
please.
there's one of them doesn't even come close. Skitters off of your shield. The other one, thunk, hits your like your shield on an angle. The other 3 are actually going to. They're sick of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that one of those mystics kind of shouted at them like, "Get in there!" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're racing in here, trying to get at you. 1, 2. They seem to try and flat. Wendell, you can see out of the corner of your eye that these things are making their way down. They're making their move on you. Billy Dean, you are up next. What are you doing?
Gonna cast a shadow bolt at this guy in the middle here.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah.
Yep,
9.
solid hit. Okay. That damages the 2 around then as well.
Yeah, so 9 points of damage to this guy, and then 3 or 4. It's 4 to each of these guys.
No, 3, because it's your level, right?
It's level, yeah. I thought it was. Yeah, it's level 5
Yeah.
bonus. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, damn it! That guy's still alive. Shit. Oh.
Okay. Billy Dean, anything else? You want to move, or you want a bonus action?
Yeah, he's gonna move to like here.
Okay.
Stand behind the paladin and in the aura.
The demon summoner has now found faith. Wendell, what are you doing?
Oh, that's your mistake, laddies. Turn and blast this guy.
Nice.
Just regularly, I think.
Okay. That is... Oh, it's actually a miss. Did you have advantage on this attack, though?
No.
No? Okay. So that's actually a miss. You want to spend... You got 2 points of Astonishing Fortune left, I believe.
No, we might need it.
Yeah, 20 minutes left in the
For a
session.
death save. For a death save, might need it. Right. But you can spend it. It's up to you.
Now we'll send
Pepperidge?
Pepperidge charging up here. See what Pepperidge can do.
Come on, Pepperidge.
Also missed a 12. Look at that.
Dag, nabbit. All right. Now, anything else from Wendell?
No, I wanted to keep cover from the people who are up there.
Yep. Okay. Enric, what are you doing? You got a warlock on one side and a gnoll on the other.
Yeah. I'm gonna take 2 steps,
Yep.
reach out, and touch Billy Dean.
Oh, thank you.
Just smite him.
how.
Oh, no, what? Hope you enjoyed the campaign, Carl. It's been a lot of fun. No.
Yeah, and actually say, hopefully this works. And I'm gonna take off 10 of my things and use Lay on Hands and give you back 5 hit points.
Is it 10 hit points, or are you keeping 5 for yourself?
Lay on Hands.
Oh, you're only taking 5. Sorry, you're saying
Yeah,
you're leaving 10 left.
I'm leaving 10 left.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So then, yeah, you only get 5.
You know what? No. I'll give him. What am I doing? I'll give him 10. That makes more sense.
Okay.
As I run by, and then I'll continue my.
I don't think you can split your move up in 5e, can you?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Nice.
Can you?
Yeah. You
Yes.
can move, do
Move,
an
attack,
action,
and move. Okay,
and-
no, that's fine. I mean, it's a very permissive edition.
Oh, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I love Enric just run past them, hit him with the heels, like, good luck with that, Noel. Kept on running.
That's right. You left me with.
Oh wait, actually, you know what? No. Hold on. I'm not that dumb. I'll move right there, so he gets the ER.
James, you look over and there's this furious Noel that's charging down, and a bewildered-looking little gnome, like,
Oh shit! I didn't. Oh, I. Yeah.
Forgot you
I
had
don't
a
know.
Noel
I
chasing
forgot
you?
about. I forgot the turn sequence. It's okay.
Well, now
Great, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's great drama.
I think we've firmly established that Enric is completely reckless.
Well, you guys are all new together. You know, you're learning to work together as a team.
Yeah. Well, James is now gonna make the run from this tree line over to this tree line over with Wendell.
Okay. And if
None
you're
of
not
these guys
spending,
are actually Band of Carruthers, by the way.
what's that?
I said none of these guys are actually Band of Carruthers, by the way.
If you're not taking your action, I'll let you take like improved cover. So you'll have +5 to your AC, James, against range attacks.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so you jump down next to Wendell. Plan's going just according to plan, right? All right. Then anything else, James?
That's it for me. Yeah.
Okay, then it is Noel O'Clock, and here we go, Billy Dean. His brute comes in, brings a club that's bigger than you down on you. Let's see, 18. Ow! It's a solid hit. Fortunately, you got some DR right now.
Yeah.
But you take, that is, so 13 minus 2, you take 11 points of damage. You guys can hear the crack. It's like a baseball hitting the end of a bat. As Billy Dean's clarked on the side of the head. Then we've got these things. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they all start moving in. And we'll do 2 lightning on Billy Dean. I'm giving you some cover here. You got a 14 AC. One of them hits.
Just short too.
Yeah, 8 points of damage for Billy Dean. That's lightning damage. Then, Anric, fortunately, you are taking the lion's share of these arrow shots.
No problem.
It's going to be hard for me to hit you.
Do I still have the cover too?
I've only got. You are standing. It looks like to me in the open.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No, that's
but, I mean,
that's fine. I was just asking.
Yeah. So your AC is currently 20, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I do hit twice with those, but one of them is completely sucked up by the shield and your DR. The other one you take 5 points of damage.
Oh wow, they cost 10 points.
I rolled maximum damage on that one.
Wow. Okay,
And
so
I got
5.
3 more that are firing at you. Shit, another one hits. Well, 19 on it. That one is sucked up by your shield, though, and your DR. Then...
Ridiculous.
1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Then the others, let's see here. 2 are moving forward here. This one's going to gingerly step forward a little further and try and get a lightning bolt off. I don't think I'm in range for you yet there, Wendell. No, it did not move close enough. So this lightning hits like right in front of you, Wendell.
Oh, geez.
Dirt and sod is blown up, but they miss. 2 of them fire arrows at you. Even one of them comes close, kind of over the top, but the log proves to be quite effective. The others are going to have to drop their crossbows and come racing in with their little sabers. Try and get Pepperidge. Pepperidge's AC is a 14 or 15?
I think it's 25, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome.
13.
13, okay. So I need a 10 to hit with these things. It's 3 hits. Fortunately, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Pepperidge takes 6 points of damage, 6 points of damage, and 4 points of damage. So that is 16 in total.
All right, so the last one, the boar takes 7 or damage or less. That would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is reduced to 1 hit point instead.
Nice. So Pepperidge is just tough as old shoe leather, and is at still one fighting hit point. All right. Then that is the end of the Knowles' turn. Billy Dean, what are you doing?
He's going to cast Green Flame Blade. I want.
Nice. Go ahead and click on it.
Well, at least it like it looks impressive. It still does an attack with the rapier effectively. And there's no one within 5 feet to take damage, so he can attack with his.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So where's my rapier? 16 points.
That's a hit. For 4 points of
All right,
damage.
4 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think I have a bonus action unless you let me use that fire to damage this guy more. Like the green blade, the green stuff goes out 5 feet.
No, you can't. It's the other.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Can you click on that ability?
The chaos thing.
Yeah, the thing that does the 5 points of damage. I want to make sure it says enemies and not creatures.
It's creatures, but. It's
So you
creatures.
do have to spend your bonus action. Take it you would understand you don't want to kill yourself.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't kill myself.
No, because you definitely, so you don't trigger that ability. It requires you to use a bonus action, which means it's not going to happen each time. Anything else
Right.
Billy Dean's doing?
Nope. He's going to hold his ground, I guess. and
All
see what
right.
happens.
Wendell, what are you doing?
At least he stabbed it.
Yeah?
All right. Well, Wendell is not going to let Pepperidge take that. Let's see. As long as they don't do more than 7 damage, they won't actually kill Pepperidge.
The math
All right.
starts.
So I'm just gonna fire on Pepperidge. Blast at these boys. Call a Pepperidge over.
Yeah, you might want to get, because remember that ability, Relentless, it needs a short rest to recharge.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I guess.
I mean, James is right next to you.
What does that
She's
mean?
like, come here, boy. Come here, boy.
James could possibly heal him.
Yeah, I'll rush out here and fire on him.
Okay. Get off of him.
I have one last one for careful aim. So.
So that's a crit?
Yep.
Okay, that is
Which gives me another careful aim, or gives me another focus.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that is
Because I
11.
rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, so you come racing over, fire into this guy. It was not happy. A pained laugh. It's gonna go. Any other actions? Oh, what's Pepperidge doing?
I guess I'll have Pepperidge try and get out of there, and if it hits
Okay,
him,
so
it
it's
hits him.
disengage.
Yeah, disengage and then run
Okay.
over.
All right. Enric, what are you doing? Billy Dean is looking really messed up right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna go right there,
Okay.
and cure wounds on Billy Dean. 1d8.
So click on. If you click on the thing, I think it'll roll for you.
I thought I clicked on the dialogue box. Oh, I gotta click on the spell.
Yeah, I think the.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. 6 hit points back
Okay.
for Billy Dean.
I don't have a bonus action available to me.
Okay.
I don't think. No.
All right. So Billy Dean, the paladin, looking back and seeing the trouble you're in, comes racing over. Boom. Restores more of your health. James, what are you doing?
Well, seeing as my friend Pepperidge is right here, I shall heal her.
Isn't me a scratch?
Let's get you on the chin. Good boy. Good boy. Go kill. All right, 11. Now, don't you get a bonus to your healing?
Yeah. Yeah. There is. I think it's +3 for that one. So I think it's 2 plus the spell level.
Nice. So then, yeah, Pepperidge is restored to full health.
This one.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 plus the spell level. Yeah.
Light and restorative power washes across Pepperidge. Has a thankful snort in your face, James. Oh.
Not the first time I've saved your bacon.
How long have you been sitting on that one? That's
I
pretty
came up
good.
with it right now. Just made sense.
That is awesome.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
Instinct.
Go ahead. Okay, so then you still have a bonus action?
I'm gonna use my bonus. No, I don't have a bonus action,
Okay.
and I don't think I'm gonna move either. So
All right. It is no brute time. No brute, no brute.
Oh, I should have said it on my turn. Could I have like taunted him?
Remember, your thing is a reaction, so you can absolutely do that now and impose disadvantage on the attack.
That's true. I can actually. You're right. You're right. Because I've got. Thank you. My fighting style protection.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay. So then I'm disadvantaged against Billy Dean here. And Billy Dean's currently got Shield of Faith. No, he doesn't have Shield of Faith on him.
I got the DR though.
You got the DR. Yes, you do. You got 2 points of DR. So let's see if it hits here. 4 and a 5. So
good.
neither of those
Nice.
swings. And Billy Dean, you're making good advantage of the bulky form of your newfound ally. Then we got the casters. These guys are just going to turn their lightning. Oh, you know what? No, it's cantrip. Shit. They're going to turn the lightning blast on you there, Enric. I'll say I thought they might be out, but. One of them actually hits Enric.
No limit to the magic of 5e.
Yeah, really, it just keeps on going. You're yawning as lightning's pouring out of your hand. I could do this forever. All right, that
It's
is
kind of ridiculous.
9 points of damage minus only 2 because your DR does not apply against that. Your heavy armor is only against weapon attacks. So you take
Right.
You take 8 points of damage then. Then we're actually into your hit points now. Then I think
It's bound to happen.
Yeah. The other one is going to try and run forward and Zorch you there, Wendell, and revenge for Todd. Remember him? Yeah.
I'm just glad Todd's gone.
So that is a total of 16. So that's.
It.
Does Wendell have anything else that's affecting his AC right now?
Nope.
So I would miss otherwise. Okay. So then you take 7 points of damage. Lightning runs up from like your legs all the way up to your back. And then these others are going to pile on the paladin here. Boom, boom, boom. These ones are going to ready nets. The ones with the blue dots.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna capture us.
They're going to try.
Enric starts like as they close in, and he sees them put their bows away. He actually starts giggling. Not giggling, but laughing. Like, oh, you fools! You were better off before.
So they don't attack this round, but James, you can see, like, you hear on the back of the log that you're kind of up against, and you look up, and there's 2 gnolls that are right there. And they had to move. I've got 3 on Wendell. Let's do this here. He's not in melee, so I can actually on 2. Shit, Pepper gets an attack of opportunity on him because they want to flank.
Right.
So go ahead with your attack of opportunity there, Pepper Age.
Oh.
Whoa, that's a solid hit. So it gores this vicious bleeding wound on the side of this one as it tries to make its way around. So then Wendell, let's see here. We got 1 hits you. Wendell, you only take, I'm rolling the wrong dice, 2 points of damage. Then the other one is advantage. A 3 and a 3 is a miss. Last one, 7 is not going to do it either. So Wendell, you're sort of like, your butt of your rifle's getting up, blocking these swords that are swinging at you, knocking them off base. I got 3 that are attacking Enric. Not a single one of them hits you, Enric. You keep them all back with the power of magic and prayer and just brute force. And then it is Billy Dean's turn. What are you doing, Billy Dean?
Billy Dean is going to attack with his rapier using the green flame blade cantrip.
Okay.
He's going to attack the big gnoll,
Yep.
the brute. Did it go?
It did.
Missed.
That is a miss.
Dang. Oh well.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna see if I have to hit.
Any
Okay, I have to hit.
any bonus action?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Wendo.
All right. So Wendell, as a bonus action, will mark this doucher here.
Okay.
and then blast him at point blank.
Please do.
Oh, another nat 20.
Holy shit! So, what's it look like as you blow his head off?
Nice.
He kind of does seem to. He's pissed now. They're all around him, and he's like moving around in a flurry as he reloads his musket and kind of falls on his back. And as it comes over top of him, he just shoots him straight up in the head.
Nice. Body drops back dead. What about Pepperidge? Anything he's doing?
Pepperidge is going to help his good friend James Crowley.
Thank you, Pepperidge.
That is a hit.
5 points of damage.
All right. Is that it for Wendell?
Yeah, I can't quite move out of that position, or I'll be getting attacked.
Okay. And Rick, what are you doing?
You guys hear a low rumbling of drums and some screaming as you hear Immigrant Song playing in the background.
I thought someone was coming to our rescue.
And Enric, kind of shrugging, he's gonna start. Why not? I'm gonna start spinning the warhammer in my hand, and as I do so, this is how you see lightning start emanating from it in a thunderous boom. As I cast with a bonus action, Thunderous Smite, so that the next attack I do, which will be against the brute.
Hey, use 1 point of Astonishing Fortune so you get advantage.
Yes, good call.
Oh,
Yeah.
but will that leave us any?
We got one more.
Left.
Okay.
One more.
Okay, then I will absolutely do that to make sure this looks awesome, because otherwise,
It'd be sad.
I'll give you 1 point of Astonishing Fortune back for Jeff's great bacon joke.
Not your Thor cloning or your Captain America cloning, but
just
the bacon joke.
one quick thing, because I think, hold on, there's one more thing. It doesn't require an action or anything. I could just do this.
What's that?
I'm also going to add Crusader Strike to this.
Holy shit.
When you hit a creature with melee attack, you expend a spell slot. I'm just gonna click the damn thing.
Okay.
Boom. Nope, that's not how that
Is
works.
it the big one that you're trying to go against?
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Let's see. Don't
Okay.
hit roll 20. Come on. This is what that nat 20's for.
12.
It's not enough.
Not enough against them.
Oh my god!
You still have 2 points of Astonishing
2
Fortune
points.
left, thanks
Do it.
to Jeff's good joke.
Use it.
Use it.
Okay, but then people could die. All right.
It's all right.
What do you mean people are gonna
Ah,
die?
16.
With
Hit.
advantage.
Hit.
There you go. 21.
Boom.
12 points of damage plus 2d8.
Roll your Thunderous Smite damage first. See
yeah,
if you
fair.
need to.
Thunderous Smite damage is. Did I not roll it?
No, roll
No, I didn't roll.
2d6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2d6
That's
damage for that.
Crusader. That's Crusader Strike.
So 8 to 20 points of damage to
So that's
so far.
20 points of damage. What does it look like as you
I didn't even
send
need
this
the
thing's
Crusader
body
Strike.
flying back?
Oh, it's straight up. The hammer is spinning, and then aided by lightning, it strikes out and like completely explodes him as it hits him in the head.
So you don't actually need to expend your Crusader Strike to kill it.
Nice.
There you go. Cool.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
I think that's all. I did a bonus action and an action, so I think
What, you want
everything I
more?
could- yeah, I can't do anything else other
Okay.
than maybe go like Billy Dean GTFO.
All right. James, what are you
Billy
doing?
Dean's on moving.
Wendell's a little hurt, but I'm going to take my turn to use the dodge action.
Nice. Okay. Anything else with your other actions?
I'm not going to move away from these two right now, no.
All right. With that, it is
Midnight, yeah.
their turn. They're calling out a retreat.
I can't even do Crusader.
With
Oh,
a
never
single
mind.
stroke, all the brutes are down. More than half of the gnolls are down. they're all racing off. So it does mean like some of you guys will be able to get parting shots on these guys if you choose to, but we can just say in the narrative how that happens if you like.
Well, Billy Dean would like at least this one here.
Yeah. Okay. Come back, you bastards! All right, so as the gnolls flee off into the forest, you guys are left behind. Wendell, you could probably take a shot or two and take one or two of them down as well. Not a perfect plan, but you got what you wanted. All
Rest
right.
in peace, KJ. Rest in peace, KJ.
The plan was perfect. The execution was lacking.
Somebody did not
Well,
follow
that's what,
the
like
plan.
the reason I set up the
James.
tokens was not because I knew there was going to be a fight necessarily. It's because I knew that there was things on both sides of the thing. But I was going to let Wendell, if he spotted them, allow you guys to kind of move around them. But there was just, the
Some
glowing...
big dumb paladin got
Yeah,
in the way.
hey, but it all worked out, though.
Alive.
All right. So with that, we will bring our session to a close. This is what, chapter 2. Significant population decline in the Knoll community. Most definitely. All right. So then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 2, chapter 2 of our ongoing campaign playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with the very cool Warcraft Heroes Handbook. Again, if this looks like an interesting conversion that you want to check out yourself, be sure to check the link to this down below. You can get a copy for free. And there's a Discord server where you can talk to those folks about that as well. You can also find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you have a number of different ways to get back to us. You can leave a comment in the comment section below. You can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can find me on email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find us on that Dungeon Musings Discord server. There are channels dedicated to this game, every other game we run on the channel, as well as a ton of other great channels, including summaries of or links to the podcasts of many of our exceptional players, including our own Jason Hobbs here and our own Carl Rodriguez. Both of you guys have podcasts that are regularly putting out new episodes. So if you want to find and hear some more thoughts from these fine folks about these games, as well as the games they're running and playing when they're away from my table, you can definitely check that out on there, as well as a bunch of other great podcasters, as well as a bunch of other streamers. I noticed that one of the folks who joined the community when we were running Rollmaster has been streaming Rollmaster on on their channel, Twitch channel. So if you want to get more Rollmaster, there's great links over there as well. Plus just general great conversations. A bunch of great people over there, a bunch of great conversation, and you are more than welcome to join us. Speaking of great people, last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our players. So, Hobbs, Jeffrey, Andrew, and Carl, thank you so much for playing tonight, guys. This was a perfect way to wind up a long-ass week for me, so thank you, congratulations for once again kicking the shit out of a bunch of gnolls.
Well, that's debatable.
Speak for yourself. I can do math.
Billy Dean's holding a tourniquet to his head, just like, I don't know. It's just, oh, God. Jesus. What's with
Why
you
did I
people?
get up with these guys?
Yeah. So for those listening at home, we will be back in the Elwyn Forest and maybe actually reach Westfall, the name of this campaign, by next session. It's going to be the new Night Below. It's just going to be, we're calling it what the Weird Tales in Westfall, but we're going to spend the entire time in the western Elwyn Forest. We'll be back in next Friday. Until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our Warcraft heroes have been getting up to in their travels to Westfall. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
Bye. See ya.